All right, everybody, it looks like we are ready to get started on Pokemon Red, Catch 'em All, Tetris, Randomizer with ProPokeNoob. So, Noob, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you, Derek. Hello, everyone. My name is ProPokeNoob, and welcome to Pokemon Red Tetris Catch 'em All Item Randomizer. Yeah. First things first. There is a lot to explain about this run. You see a lot of things on your screen. Don't worry, we're going to walk you through all of it. Just a really quick thank you to Complete-a-thon for allowing this run in. This is one of the most unique speedruns I stole from Shenanigans and 360 Chrism and adapted my own spin on it. And I don't know of anybody else who does this. So you're looking at a world premiere? I guess? I don't know. But nonetheless, this is Pokemon Red Tetris Catch 'em All. In normal Catch 'em All, speedrun basically means that you catch every Pokemon available within a game. This has a spin where it's more of a puzzle speedrun, rather than just catch everything based on where they usually are and using Pokedex information and stuff like that. So, really quickly, I'm going to explain how this board works, then I'm going to start getting into it, and then I need to get the Tetramito Seed, and I need to figure out what my rival's going to be. Chat, I need your help while I'm explaining the Tetris run. What's a good rival to Tetris? I need help with that. So, while people do that, let's explain what kind of run you're looking at here today. The way that this works is you see two Tetramino pieces in the bottom right corner of my Tetris tracker. When I catch a Pokemon or register it in the Pokedex, so that could be through evolution, receiving it as a gift, doing it through a trading game. Did I say evolving? Anything like that. Anytime it's registered into the Pokedex, it counts as a piece being placed on the board. The goal is to fill the board up entirely. Now, through your generous donations, which you were doing the bid war for to give me a seed name, this tracker was made by a friend of the community and a friend of mine, and he made this run possible because we were talking about it one day. He's like, what if we did this? And I said, yeah, one day this might end up in a marathon. Look at that. So, yeah, the goal is I'm going to be catching Pokemon, evolving Pokemon, raising Pokemon, all for the sake of trying to fill the board as efficiently as possible. The board is not even because there are 151 Pokemon in the game, not 150, or this would be a much easier speed run. Way easier. So this is more fun. What else is there? I start with a Pokedex and fly, just to make things way faster. There's an item randomizer, so I'm going to have to find my HMs, and I'm still going to have to do like a normal randomizer because I'm one of the people, along with Derek, actually. By the way, Derek, have you seen my commentator?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Have you seen my commentator yet?
You know what? Let me go ping him. Hey, is Derek GNC here? Oh, yeah, here he is. I'm here.
Okay, perfect, Derek. I'm glad you made it because I was afraid you weren't going to make it, and I knew you had like something else to do today, but thanks for being here.
Yeah, the host had to call me. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Looks like my rival's name is going to be Puyo. Which was actually what we were talking about. So yes, there will be a lot of action happening in this run, as much as there won't be a lot of action happening in this run. There's a lot of things that are going to be going on with this. Time will be when time will start when I say go. Yes. And yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of information I'm going to have to explain throughout it. Otherwise, we're going to stand here forever because there's just a lot of considerations and a lot of strategy goes into this. But there will be a lot of moments where you'll see me talking to myself or staring at my screen. So Derek is going to be extremely lucky that he gets to say essentially every blurb on that hosting sheet. Probably. Maybe twice. So I do encourage chat to jump in and try and Tetris along. Oh, by the way, what's the seed? You don't remember? What one?
I believe the seed was... Yeah, if I select the right one, it is Team Eevee.
Team Eevee. Okay, so I'm going to put that in. You're going to notice the Tetramito board is completely blank. That's to prove that I re-randomized. Let's click to see it. We're starting with a JI. Cool. All right. I'm ready to go. Are you ready, Derek?
I am ready.
I'm stalling. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Let's do it.
Good luck.
Thank you. This is...
If there's anybody who's going to be capable of doing a Pokemon Tetris, It's you.
Yeah, capable is the word I'd use too. Yeah, thanks. So we are using the randomizer through archipelago.gg. I am the Archipelago Sellout. And it gives me a couple of options that I can do, such as normalizing the encounter rate so that every route has 10 slots and then everything's more of an even encounter chance. Oh, look at that! Eevee for a Team Eevee sleeve! Oh, that's cool!
Just stop there. Just
Okay, I didn't actually plan this. This is weird. The two that were donated for and then Lapras. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is searching for these and seeing where I want to place these Pokemon and then see what information I want to acquire within my Pokedex. If you see a red on the board, it means that it's part of a Tetris piece. If you see a blue, it means it was caught independently. We'll talk about that later. If it's white, I know nothing about it. If it's gray, it means I've seen it but not caught it yet. Good. All right. Lapras, Bulbasaur, Eevee. Eevee allows me to pivot between catches once I find stones. And it's not even that bad of a spot. I might actually go Eevee. So what I want to do is I want to look at here. You can see my cursor on purpose. I want to get Pokemon that are really hard to acquire. So for example, if I get here, if I do the Victory Bell, Eevee, Kadabra, Nidoking, that removes 2 Stone Evo Pokemons, which are pretty difficult to manage. The only problem is it's not a multiple of 4 on the right side, and which means it's not going to be a multiple of 4 on the other side. So if I do that, I'm going to have to do some finagling to ensure that I'm able to get this done. The Pokemon that I want to focus down are Stone Evos and Basic Pokemon, because they don't have a way to be evolved into, they just have to be basically found raw. So that's the scary part. I think I am actually going to go Eevee.
You gotta do that. Chad is saying, it's fate, you gotta do Eevee.
Just trying to see which way I want to do it, though. Like, I could actually get 4 singles out with the Zubat, the Dratini, and the Ponyta, right? But I also feel like the 2 Stone Evos are pretty risky. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the 2 Stone Evos. So here we go. That's our first use of the eye piece, and now I will switch the Tetramino piece. Every single time a Pokemon is registered, I switch to Tetramino pieces. There are strategies that I can use to try and work around catching Pokemon to evolve them, to use them for later pieces. So, for example, if I caught a Kadabra and I needed an Alakazam, and it was a high enough level that I could evolve it into an Alakazam, then I could catch it now. It wouldn't change the Tetramino piece. I have Dragon Rage. This is the best starter in the universe. And, yeah. Essentially, I can use that to sort of navigate around my board.
I like it.
This is, you know what? I'm just glad. We have a fly point that's going to find me a higher level Pokemon, so it's not that exciting that the Eevee will be swiftly disposed of. I don't know what to explain. Derek, go.
Well, I was going to reiterate that red has been covered with a Tetris piece. Gray is information, correct?
Yes, gray is information. Blue means I've caught it independently. So, one thing you will notice, a perfect Tetris board will be, I believe, 38 Tetramino pieces drawn, and I have to catch 3 Pokemon by themselves. Now, having said that, I can catch, by the way, I'm going to take 45 Master Balls. The way that this works is because it's not a multiple of 4, I have to catch Pokemon independently no matter what. A perfect board means we have caught only 3 Pokemon independently. I can catch Pokemon whenever I want independently, just to roll the seed to see if I can make things any better for myself. But generally speaking, I have found it's way faster not to do that. So my goal here is just to hopefully roll into a lot of yeah, you're hearing it already. Hopefully roll into perfect pieces to work around this board so that I don't have to do too much catching at the end. If I have to do too much catching at the end, I have a spoiler log. We'll make sure that we efficiently go through this as quickly as possible.
Hey, I have faith.
I'm glad you do. In fact, I have so much faith, I'm going to grab the pewter fly point first before I go over to my fly point, which happens to be Lavender Town. So, part of Archipelago is you can get a free fly point, and that allows for some fun stuff with object... Oh, this is so hard to do. With item rando. Okay, so with the J piece, that's actually really good. I could do Moltres, Tentacruel, and Dugtrio, but that's probably going to make a bit of a mess. We've already got Kadabra, so what if I take out the Abra with that? It's a bit of an awkward spot. I could also take the top. It would make a 5, 6, but it'd make a 6 in the spot that I need to make that happen. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to connect the piece on the Slowbro, which I'm going to use a Master Ball on because time to follow Gen 1 catch mechanics. And, Oh, it's going there, I guess. Uses opportunity to move some stuff around.
Menuing.
Menuing is really important in Gen 1. There are limits, even if it's been expanded. I'm gonna take this right here. Next pieces. Low.
I was gonna ask you about that. Gen 1 had infamous bag limitations. Has the Randomizer Archipelago through which you're going, has that updated that much?
They expanded the slots double. I have 256 slots. It's still not enough.
I mean, I kind of agree.
It's still not enough. Okay. Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto is in the middle. Can that be pivoted into anything? The early movements are just as important as the late movements, so I'm going to make sure I take my time with this. So this would be a really good time, Derek, for you to say anything you want to say, because things will become more intense as time goes on.
Yeah, for sure. Just wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who was able to make it out and be able to be part of these runs. Being part of chat is amazing and helps keep up the energy as well. Did want to mention we still have those targets for My Friendly Neighbor, the Chipmunk Voices. Need to raise a little bit more money for that, and we will have that unlocked, as well as the Jazz Punk Flavor next DLC. Need a little bit more on that as well. Exactly, chat is the MVP, I think, of all speedrun marathons. Wouldn't you agree there, Noob?
I agree with anything you said. Sorry, I was focusing. Yes, chat's always MVP.
I should have said something more.
You should have said more. You would have gotten away with it, too.
So it looks like we did go for the L piece on that, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. We are probably going to call Tetraminos vastly different things. Like I think you were calling it a J piece. I would just always call it the reverse L. J makes sense, but
it is J. It's the letter J. This game was built with the alphabet.
Fair enough.
Okay, so here's what we're going to be doing. Because we start with flying to fly point, I'm actually going to be teaching my Slowbro to fly. It's really cool. Slowbro can fly now. And we're going to go fly over to Lavender Town. There are two things that I need with this particular kind of run. One, a decent enough main, because this is an item rando in the sense where I'm trying to become champion. It's an item rando in the sense that I just need to beat trainers as fast as I can. It doesn't have to be a perfect moveset. I'm still going to look for it because I'm a Nuzlocke. So either way, I'm going to go talk to this girl. She's crying. I'm going to rob her because that's just what the game makes you. Just like, oh my god, my Pokemon died. Here, take the medicine that was going to keep him alive. That's why it's gone. But anyways, we're going to be doing some item searching, but the other thing, the reason why I want to fly to Lavender Town is we have access to Rock Tunnel. Rock Tunnel has 4 items. It's also randomized, so you get to see that right away at the beginning here. And it's higher level Pokemon. I want to be catching higher level Pokemon because it's just going to mean I don't have to do as much grinding. As good as Dragon Rage Eevee is, and it's the Raging Barbarian that it is, we're not going to be able to use it this time. Unfortunately.
Okay. Chat is saying, and it's a good point, we are super close to $800. So can we get that for the hours in? I think we can. I will say, donate your favorite Pokemon's number. So if your favorite Pokemon is, I don't know, Sylveon, that's 700, I think.
Something like that.
I don't know. It's probably wrong. I'm gonna be honest. Once you get past 151, I'm a little hazy. I gotta be honest.
I'm sorry, is that a physical Alakazam? That's my namesake, Rick. That's a special dub trio. Look at that moveset. Earthquake, Pin Missile, Alakazam. It's an Abra, though, so it's not that good. I'm going to save it here before I make a mistake. So, there's okay, this is actually really good to note. So, Eevee is actually something I'll write down. So, just to let you know, I have an item tracker, a Tetramino tracker, a Tetris board tracker, and a notepad, as well as evolution levels on the side of my screen. There's a lot of tracking in this. I want to write this down unless in case I need to catch evolutions later and use stones for them. Because stones in this are infinite, but they are rolled into the Tetris board, or rolled into the item rando all the same. Oh, so this is the randomized rock tunnel. If you've ever watched my Archipelago runs, you would know that this tunnel is actually random. They took a bunch of the chunks between the 2 floors and randomized them amongst themselves. It looks really funny in an item rando, not so funny when I'm trying to catch Pokemon and find something that's stronger. So far, this is kind of disappointing. I'm not finding a good main. There are only 2 more Pokemon on this floor that I could try and go between. Primate?
how does encounter slots work? Since you said you normalized them.
So I normalized them to all have 10 slots. So basically, if they become a common, depending on how many Pokemon there are, it all varies. The big thing here is I just caught that Pokemon completely without realizing where I'm putting it. 1 second.
Exactly. Let's make some Pokedonos. I will be able to read those out whenever we get them, and I'm looking forward to that.
I bungled this. Okay. We're gonna have an interesting run. Yeah, so basically, it all depends on the route, but some of them will make it like 80, 10, 10, if there's 3 of them on the route.
Okay.
Double kick. Some of them will have like 40, 30, 10, 10, something like that, or 10, 20. Okay, run. Okay. Primeape carry. We have Rock Slide double kick. That's actually decent enough. So I'm gonna... Oh, this is a rock tunnel and a half. So I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna try and not fight as many trainers as possible while also fighting ones that are required. The good thing about fighting trainers, we get information for the Pokedex. The not so good thing about fighting trainers, they give nothing in this run.
So. Fighting trainers.
Yeah, you're fighting trainers.
Also, can we agree that this is the best Growlithe sprite ever?
I don't know, man. It's a bit... It's a bit overly happy for my taste.
Help me out, chat. That is the best Growlithe. It is just the goodest of animals. As blurst as Gen 1 sprites are, I love them so much.
This trainer?
They
okay,
are.
good. Oh, you're gonna force me into this fight? You are. Okay. We're gonna see if this goes well. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have to leave and just go do normal encounter checks. Like go through Rock Tunnel or go through Mount Moon and stuff like that and just work it out from there. You're gonna see me keeping the repel off quite a bit, which is the part of the reason why this run takes a long time. Just because you... Oh, yeah, this is bad. Just because you tend to be trying to look for Pokemon that can help you out, especially on the early game, that's been my experience, is not skipping catches. As long as you play it correctly and keep multiples of 4 between the pieces or multiples of 2, you can pretty much complete the board flawlessly. But it's all going to depend on the seed. Team EV seed better be paying off today, or we're going to have some problems. Not like bad problems, just problems in general. He just tried to Oko me. Nice.
So, I do have a question while you're doing this battle. Normally, a lot of Pokemon speedruns end with going and doing Elite Four, becoming the champion. With Catch-em-all Tetris Randomizer, does that still apply, or is it done once you have caught everything?
You're going to have to repeat that question. Sorry, that went over my head completely.
Okay. Is it complete the Pokédex, catch them all, and beat Elite Four, or is it just catch them and you're done?
In this case, we're just catching.
Okay.
You can do it. Oh, should I actually use this? Ooh, maybe I should catch this. Yeah, you can do it with Champion. It's just because this run is extremely variable with how fast it goes. Generally speaking, I just do it. Just beat it.
Okay, no, that's fair enough. I think that's perfectly fair.
Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I just wanted to make sure and fill in some information that the chat might have as well as myself.
Go up and around? What does that do for me if I do this? If I go upwards and get coughing and thing, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm gonna catch it. I'm not gonna like it. I think I'm gonna eliminate... Let's just eliminate what makes the most sense right now and do that. Okay. Also, apologies if I make a mistake with any of the pieces. You know, I'm human.
I kind of wish we could get Tech Team to put that one GIF of doing math in the air as you're thinking about the Tetris board.
Oh, that's this entire run. It's me looking at hypotenuse. There's so much to calculate.
Playing.
Champ. Is already caught. So technically, I can catch this, and it won't flip the piece over because it's already a part of one of the pieces. So I'm going to do that because Machamp could be a better main. Its speed is okay, but its attack stat is very good. You have to remember in Gen 1, they don't have the special split between special attack and special defense, so special attackers like, you know, competitive Tauros used to run Blizzard. Let's put it that way. That's a Growlithe. Where did my thing go? Oh, I'm full. So by the way, the reason why I took 45 Master Balls, that's all the balls I should ever need. It also helps me track anything related to... It helps me track anything related to my inventory because the boxes do not change over when you fill them. So by doing the thing with my Master Balls, I could actually kind of guess, or not guess, I could see when I'm getting close to having to go back to a Pokemon Center because I'm not going to be using them very often halfway through the run. Oh, Gen 1 Ubers is super fun. I used to actually play Gen 1 competitive Pokemon. I was unfortunately a Wrap abuser. I used the Fire Spin Moltres start to counter Executors.
So you mentioned that the boxes don't transfer over, just like vanilla Gen 1, correct?
Yeah. It's exactly. Nothing has changed in that sense.
So I am going to say, and I'm going to challenge Chad as well, for every time you try to catch a Pokemon that the box is full, I will donate $5.
That won't happen.
I'm honest. We're still going to do it.
All right.
We're still going to do it.
If I make that mistake, I don't know. I can't do anything about it. I'll just make that mistake and move on. I guess.
The number of times I remember trying to catch Pokemon, and it was like, nope, box is full. That is a scarring memory. So I'm willing to put that on the line.
Okay, so we found Slash. Slash is very good because Gen 1 mechanics were incredible. Crit moves with high crit chance, always crit. It's just how it is. Don't worry about it. You have to be really slow for it not to work. Oh, this is going to take forever. I might try and slash it down. We'll see. There are some mechanics I'm not really going to talk about in this run because they don't matter so much to the catch-em-all. Yeah, so for example, there I didn't crit. I hope he crits so he doesn't... yeah, okay. I could try and flinch with Rolling Kick, but that can miss too. I didn't get the crit again. Interesting.
So believe that Gen 1 crits was based all on speed.
Completely on speed. The faster you were, the higher your crit chance was. I thought it was when you're faster, like, you're supposed to actually just always crit, but I don't know. Pokemon's weird. Pokemon doesn't do things that you want it to do sometimes.
I think that it's been said that Pokemon Generation 1 was built on a lot of Popsicle Sticks and prayer.
You know?
We love it for that.
They even admitted it, you're right. Okay, so that guy's up top there, so I don't have to worry about him. That's great. I got a bunch of people up there I could skip. Oh, interesting. This wraps around to here. Okay. And I'm gonna get trapped. Alright, I have to fight one trainer here. So that's part of the randomization with Rock Tunnel. You haven't seen a lot of the catching. It's because the seed forced me to have to search for things first. But you're noticing I'm getting a lot of information on my board. This will be usable in the second half of the run. This kind of has like 3 parts. I said second half. The second third, whatever. There's the catch everything in the beginning. Then there's panic while catch everything in the middle. And then there's the, oh my goodness, please give me the right Tetris piece in the end. So chat's really going to have to help me find some energy to get the right pieces. Because like I said, there are so many randomization features in this particular run. Anything could go wrong at any moment. I just have to play it out the best that I can and just roll with it. It's very much a roll with it rando seed. So there's a trainer there. I'm going to skip that. I'm going to be forced to fight that guy unless it's an open bike voucher when I get to think, oh, I'm not forced to fight that guy. Okay, so there's a junior trainer here that likes to troll you because she stands in the middle of nowhere and is really hard to track. I'm going to go... Oh, man! She's so sneaky. That's fine. She has 3 Pokemon. Whatever. More information. We're going to call it more information.
Yeah, that was totally intentional. Everybody.
All on purpose, except that I get flinched to death here with the Persian. I did not. Good. We don't have any heals, though, so I saved. Right? Articuno.
Ooh.
I have Rock Slide. Okay, outsped, maybe. It's quad super effective, but it's Gen 1. I've seen Pokemon live 50 levels below. Crabhammer's hilarious. Let's take Crabhammer. That's another high crit chance move. Special attack, but it doesn't matter. I just searched up Crabhammer instead of Dugong. Ever seen a sealed breathe fire? By the way, this is where Eevee comes in and wins. It's gonna live, and I'm gonna get Dragon Rage and win. Aww.
We believe in Eevee.
I jump tail. Unfortunate. I'd rather not wipe. And, oh no.
Ooh! The Miss Crash.
I'm gonna let this evolve. It doesn't count as a Pokemon because I've already put Kadabra in a Tetris piece. By the way, anyone in chat have questions? I know I would have several if I'm watching this for the first time. But, yeah. This is definitely a very fun speedrun if you like puzzling speedruns. Because you don't need to be good at Pokemon, you just need to be good at throwing Pokeballs.
Oh, also, if you like getting 100% of things.
Yeah, if you like to 100% things too, this is completely fun.
Speaking of...
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh, see that transition? Call me Linus Tech Tips, I'm just that good. Complete-a-thon is a charity event dedicated to completionist speedruns. This includes 100%, all collectibles, and even categories where you collect all of a specific collectible item, such as all red berries or all shrines, just to name a few. If you're interested in getting involved or finding out more, make sure to join our Discord and follow us on Twitter to get updates about future events. Did we take another trainer battle? Oh,
we had to. Yeah, we had to.
Mm.
I don't have a strong team right now. My mains have perished, so this should be interesting. I'm gonna try for the Hypnosis. He's throwing money at me. Like you should throw money at charity.
Yeah. Use Payday on the Tiltify Payday.
Okay, physical Alakazam. Who guessed the physical spoon would be used today?
R30 has a question. Any thought about using Pentaminos instead of Tetris pieces?
So I'm going to be honest with you. I've played Tetris a total of 4 times in my life. I've learned that my girlfriend is way better at Tetris than I am, and so are all my friends. So I can't play Tetris to learn Tetris because they all show me up all the time, and I get very self-conscious about it. So the answer is, I don't know what a Pentamino is.
I'd imagine it's a 5 long piece. Or 5 segment piece.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying. What did I just take out Nidorino? So there is a variant that actually the people I mentioned earlier, Shenanigans and Chrism 360, are doing right now called a Zombie Catch-em-all. And it's very interesting where... I'm just going to skip that. I didn't make the connection that Tetra... I was thinking Tetra, like, triple. I didn't make the connection they're 4-side pieces. They're doing a zombie one, though, where you catch a Pokemon and it infects all the Pokemon around it. And in order for you to go through the board, which is actually done on a... I'm talking too much. What was that Pokemon I just destroyed?
Oh.
Did you catch that?
It was Growlithe.
Oh, it was? Okay, perfect. So basically what it is, you catch them, and you have to catch Pokemon adjacent to the infected to move through your board. Yeah. It's really neat. It's a really neat one, because it takes, I think it takes a little bit longer, but also, oh my goodness, this thing also has Sonic Boom. Wow. We're gonna win this war because we have 44 HP.
I am thankful I have both the Twitch stream up and Discord stream up, so I can see, like, 30 seconds in the past.
Okay. We're through. I'm only coming back here for 2 items, then I'm out again. Actually, I have to come back here anyways, because there's an item behind Cut Bush. And I haven't found any of that stuff yet. Now, I didn't note because we were talking too much. In Rock Tunnel, we actually got both Waterstone and Thunderstone. That is exceptional, because now I can control my catches even more so. So that means if I ever want to evolve a Poliwhirl for the purposes of getting a piece, I have a lot more control over my board. So suddenly Pikachu, Poliwhirl, who else we got that can evolve with that? Cloyster, like Shelder gets more value. Pokemon like that, Jolteon, Vaporeon. Now that we know where Eevees are, we could actually, I should check that to see if the Eevees are in a good enough spot to evolve them. I have a J and a T piece. I'm not looking at my board too much because right now we're kind of just in this. What did I destroy? Oh my goodness, man!
A Marowak.
Thank you.
Just glance over.
I'm too excited. This is why I brought on. This is why I brought on a host that could double as a commentator, or the other way around. I don't know how that works. What we're doing.
I'm trying to think of a funny host commentary portmanteau.
Common hoster.
There you go. Common hoster.
Sounds like Common Rider.
I'll take it. You know what? I'll take it. Any chance to reference Kamen Rider, I'll take it.
I don't even know what a Kamen Rider is. I'm just gonna assume that was funny.
It is, in my opinion.
Okay, good. So yeah, we want to be able to look at, like, the pieces aren't going to matter until I find a Pokemon that's in a good spot. Because at the time, I'm just currently catching anything and everything that I see. So yeah. Okay, good.
I like Electabuzz in Gen 1.
Oh, I'm doing this out of order. Teehee. Alright. I'm going to skip a fight over here. Greetings, sir. Grab this. It's money. The big appeal, if you ever choose to do the speed run, is it's very fun to puzzle this out, because this site that I'm using, you can actually, this board has been randomized, as you can see. You can randomize it any way you want. It's really, really neat. You could do it alphabetical. You could do it generation-based. You can put multiple generations in if you want to do that with your with your generator. You can do reverse order, sort it any way you want. You can exclude Pokemon as well. So if you want to do even just a vanilla version, you could also just exclude legendaries or anything that's a gift Pokemon, stuff like that. It's a very flexible site. The Tetris Maker people, you'd have to go find people who've used it, or you could just ask me for the one that my friend uses, but I do know there's someone else in my community who's building their own. It seemed to be successful, so.
I'm gonna make the Pentamino one. That's what I'm gonna do.
I look forward to you running Pentaminos.
No, I'm not running it. I'll build it. I'll watch somebody else do it. Now, I do have a question about gym battles.
Yes.
When you do a gym battle, are you able to take basically a free piece, like you would in a Guess Who or a Battleship? Or is it just...
Never used that? I've never used that rule.
Okay. I know when I've done some Guess Who with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Whenever we did a gym battle, it was like a free shot, basically. Like, hey, here's your question. Is your Pokemon this? I didn't know if you had any special, like, hey, gym battles, I can basically have a free piece to throw out.
I mean, I've only done, if I've ever done, battleships, which I have, and I've done it for charity multiple times on my own channel, or as the Pokemon community would call it, yeet yachts. Generally speaking, it was just catches. But, I mean, there's no battleship catch-em-all police. Nobody's gonna hate house rules, right?
Nope, as long as it's cool. Here's my thing. As long as it's cool, it works.
Yeah, exactly. If everybody's agreeing on it, and they're on board with it. Attack of XP acquired. Where is Hypno? The nice thing about this site is it has a search function as well, so I can find all these Pokemon really quickly. So far, not bad. We have... The pieces are in a bit of a... Like, I could have made... I mean, it's my fault that the board looks like this. But so far, the pieces, trying to be as efficient as possible, they're working okay. I don't mind that the bottom side doesn't have a lot of info, because I would rather have info around the pieces I already have, so I can effectively move through those without causing myself extra independent catches.
Okay.
Derek is going to have a really lovely speaking segment at one point, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours into the run, where I am going to actually be doing calculus and pulling out my sextant to check the sun to see where I need to navigate through this Tetris board.
I look forward to seeing it. I hope it's Pokemon themed.
It's in my brain, so if you have an X-ray for that.
I don't have an X-ray for that, unfortunately.
We're gonna need to start investing into X-rays for speedruns.
It's true. That'll be the next thing for speedrunning. I do have news that there is a new bid board that just opened up. It is the Plants vs. Zombies zombie attire. And that is coming up here pretty soon. And you can decide whether they are wearing future glasses or a mustache. Kind of partial to the mustache.
Mustache.
It's gotta be
mustache.
I can't grow a great mustache. So anytime a mustache is an incentive, I'm here for it.
Are you like me where your hair just grows up into your face rather than growing out from your face?
It looks patchy. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like I have been attacked by a weed whacker. So I just kind of avoid having as much of a beard as possible.
Yeah, I'm actually jealous. I wish it was patchy because I wouldn't have to shave every 3 days like I have to now. Oops. Like my hair grows up into my eye socket, like right to underneath the bags of my eyes. It doesn't grow out. It just gets darker, and that's it.
Fair.
Blessed
yes,
with my no-nose beard.
Yes, also, good point, R30. You can put those donations toward both the polls and incentives. And we also do have 2 incentives open right now. My Friendly Neighbor Chipmunk Voice and Jazz Punk Flavor Nexus DLC. So we have those open, so make sure to go do your bid war and your incentive. Make sure that your money goes the farthest it can. Put in those Pokemon donations. I am still looking forward to seeing some of your favorite Pokemon. The more obscure Pokemon, the better. Let's see a Alomomola or a Sigilate.
Okay, so this is a pretty pivotal moment of this run. It doesn't look like it, but it is. So this is the Cubone gift. This gift is OP, because you get to see it before taking it. The rules of Tetris, Catch 'em All Item Rando, state that it does not register unless you actually take it. There are only one gift Pokemon in the entire game, and that's in Celadon City, where you have to take it completely without any knowledge. You don't want to do that. But this guy who sells it for $500, he's our favorite guy, because we can see exactly what it is, and we can go buy that anytime we want to fill out the board. It's a Cubone, which means we need it, and it's in a nice little corner at the top there. So I can work through this and try and make the board a little bit better. Now this Golbat is an interesting prospect. I could force an L into that space. I could also go down and try and get some Pokemon I don't have access to. I could keep it 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 16, 19. That would be an independent I have to deal with.
While you're calculating that,
Yeah, go.
If you're looking to donate, make sure to type in !donate in chat to get the link to the Tiltify page where you can make a direct donation. And like I said earlier, we have some amazing incentives and the bid wars to choose from. So make sure you get those donations to help them get met. You can also check on what is upcoming using !schedule and see what upcoming runs are coming out. See if there's anything you're super excited for and looking forward to, and let your friends and family know as well.
Interesting. I'm contemplating whether I want the Cubone now, because there's a T piece and I could just buy it and do it. Do I feel risky today?
I think it makes good content.
It does, you're right. I do love content. Here we go, I'm buying the Cubone right away. That's the fastest gift Pokemon ever to buy, world first. Let's go.
Remember, it's worth doing for the content.
Oh. Bad advice, bad advice.
Okay, well, you know what? Thinking back on that one, you're kind of right. But the longer our runs go today, the more charity.
That's true. You know what? That's very true. That's wise words.
Okay, so are you, chat, are you Hitmonlee or a Hitmonchan fan?
Or Top?
I don't want to see no Hitmontop. No Hitmontop.
What about Tyrogue? What about Tyrogue?
We're not doing Gen 2. No Gen 2.
What's wrong with Tyrogue?
Oh no, Tyrogue is great. Oh, we're talking Gen 1, since we're doing Gen 1 catch 'em all. Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan. What is your favorite? There is a correct answer.
I mean, I was Hitmonchan, but then I realized my style in martial arts was kicking.
Fair.
So the answer is Hitmonchan.
So the answer is Hitmonchan.
Because they can do both. Oh, this is a really tough decision, because I want to see whether or not I want to... I can get both Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, actually, now you mention it. Not a half bad call. Good eyesight, Derek.
I try. For clarity, The tracker for me is about the size of a postage stamp.
He's staring at a small screen. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, for some reason, my Game Boy has started having flashing problems. And that's for you too. It's not just on, it's because of Discord, but also it's just, I don't know, an update sort of broke it. So I can't show it to you guys, or I would actually not be able, I wouldn't even be able to play it. It's really aggressive flashing.
Yeah. I got the sneaky peek at it. I can agree.
Yes, it's not great.
It was aggressive.
Do we start making dependencies?
If you define what a dependency is...
needing an exact piece to complete one section of the board. Actually, it wouldn't be a dependency. That would be a J piece, would be a dependency. No, that'd be an L piece. No, that's still not a dependency. Oh, it's gonna be messy, man. Oh, this is gonna be messy. 16, 20, 24. You keep saying content. It's not making me feel better. I am gonna catch it. I'm gonna do... Yeah, no matter what, this is gonna be a bit messy. We're gonna put that S piece right there. Any IZ is enjoyers? That's what we have right now.
Closer to an I gotta be honest.
This is, my 3-hour assessment of this isn't good. This is a pretty scraped up board, because you can notice in the middle there, basically I want to make sure I don't cut off the board for as long as possible. If I cut off the board early, like, I usually cut it off around 80, 90 pieces. If it cuts off earlier, it could lead to some problems with being way more reliant on the pieces working out for you. And, you know, my track record with luck is pretty abysmal. So I just want to make sure that I'm trying to place whatever I find as openly as possible. Thunder badge. Badges do nothing in this. I can use HMs without badges. Badges will do... Actually, badges do 2 things. They open up Viridian City Gym when I get 6 of them, and they open up Victory Road when I get 4 of them. I also need Surf, though. So... There might be moments here. One of the big things you need to know, you don't have an item tracker on your screen. There was too much to track, and frankly, I agree, there is too much to track. What did I just destroy? But the point is,
Wigglytuff.
Thank you. It's right there. Excellent. Thank you.
I get a window to the past.
Yes. There are keys, like Mansion Keys, Plant Key, Safari Pass. I need these things to open up high concentration areas. They're not good to catch in because it takes forever for you to discover what floor they're on. So if you go to Seafloor Cavern, no, Seafoam Islands, Seafloor Caverns Gen 3. Seafloor Islands, Seafoam Islands, I need to retire after this. There are 4 floors. If you go to Mansion, there's 4 floors. If you go to Safari Zone, there's 4 zones. And each of them can have 7 to 10 Pokemon each, so it's a nightmare because, unfortunately, this there's another randomizer that has something called a Dex Ping, and that will actually tell you when you're on the right floor. Archipelago has a lot more quality of life things, but not that, and I'm hoping one day they add that, because that was one of the nicest things they added to the other randomizer. But, essentially, if I'm searching for Pokemon in a multi-floored area, it can take a long time, and that's where we might be spending the majority of our run, if the Pokemon that I need end up in there. I have now achieved a 1% chance of something happening. Congratulations.
That Moltres. So are you going to take Helix, or are you going to take Dome?
So it does matter. It depends on what items they are. In this case, a utility item, or if I find an HM, because it will never put an important item on Helix or Dome. Also, I don't remember which ones are which. It's been so long. But, it can put HMs on it. It's rare, but it can be done. But what that would also tell me is, in an item rando, I don't need that HM usually to win. Usually. It's really strange how it works that way.
Yeah. I get the only HMs that I can think of that it wouldn't expect you to have, or you wouldn't be required to have, would be... What? Strength? Flash?
Strength could be required. Coin case. Done. Okay, that's interesting. Coin case gives me 10 items when I get to Celadon City. That's interesting that that's on the fossils. So what that means is, if okay, so in an item, again, it doesn't matter for this run, but in an item logic sense, that would mean that I can wait on Coin Case until I get Surf, because you have to go to Cinnabar Island to pick up that other reward. But in this case, I'm just happy to have the 10 checks when I get there, because it could be anything, because I don't have a fly point to Indigo Plateau. If I did, the logic gets much messier. But we're doing Catch-em-all, so, you know, logic be ignored. Just give me what I need to go find Pokemon.
Yeah, that's true. While you're battling this trainer, let me read a little bit of something.
You have a lot of time. I'm probably going to go through Nugget Bridge to get as much info as possible.
That's perfectly fair. So, in 2014, Girls Make Games was founded in order to provide girls with space and the resources to explore the world of gaming and help them pursue careers in game development. Girls Make Games has helped their alumni go on to graduate high school, college, and onto jobs in the gaming industry and wider STEAM fields, which, through the help of your donations, the Girls Make Games Scholarship will give women and girls the support they need to reach their fullest potential. I am super on board with this charity. I have 2 daughters of my own, and one of them is super into Pokemon. So when they found out that I had get to do some commentary and hosting for a Pokemon game, they were super on board for that. As well as just telling them, hey, what this charity is, and talking to them about, hey, here's what this charity is, here's why it's needed in the world we live in. And was super excited to hear that in a very obscure way that I was talking about her on stream. That made her entire day. I'm not gonna lie. So you're gonna do Nugget Bridge, correct?
I'm gonna do Nugget Bridge. I'm just gonna note really quickly, I got tea.
Ooh.
Any tea enjoyers in chat? Not talking about the tea Tetramino. Tea is an item they added into Fire Red and Leaf Green that you needed to get from Celadon Hotel in order for you to enter Saffron City. But they added it in this as a key item along with all the other keys that they added for, like, Power Plant and stuff like that. So that actually doesn't do a whole lot because there's nothing to catch. However, there is this lovely place that my other Archipelago friend, Broken, loves, because the Fighting Dojo has 2 Pokemon in the back. Usually it has 4 checks in our runs, but in this case it has 2 Pokemon in the back, and that's another gift Pokemon that I can control to pick up whenever. So it does give us a little bit of item checks. It also just gives us a little bit more of a quicker entrance towards Vermilion, even though I still have to do the underground to get 2 items in there. But at the moment, I'm just going to be climbing Insert Sponsorship Bridge. We'll see what we're sponsored by when we get to the top of the bridge. And then the nice thing about this bridge, there's not a lot of checks up here, but there are a lot of Pokemon that we have to fight up here. So my hope with this place is that we're going to get some good information. It's easy to do. They're lower level. I'm already level 39. I'm probably going to be level 41 or 42 by the end of it. That's a Mewtwo. Watch it live this slash because Mewtwo is a beast. It didn't. Wow. Gen 1 didn't pull Gen 1. Got it. Gen 1's damage calculations with DVs instead of IVs are ridiculous. I've had a Stab Surf from a Golduck 47 levels above a Mewtwo, not one-shot it. You wouldn't see that in any other game.
Ooh.
It's just a Gen 1 thing because DVs, like, there's 15 variants of your stats versus 31 variants. Math. And I don't even know how the math fully works. I just know math. I play competitively and said do math. What's that?
Where's that 7-hour-long video that explains it in extreme detail that I will inevitably watch while falling asleep?
I was gonna say, just put it on, then go to bed. Wake up, you'll just know.
There you go. Sweet Peeps says, tea maybe, but drinking half ginger ale, half iced tea.
I've never thought to put ginger ale in iced tea. Is that good?
That sounds delicious.
Really?
I think I'm a fan of both of those things. So, I mean, when they come together, it sounds like it would be good. I mean, I'm a fan of the Arnold Palmer, which is just lemonade and sweet tea. So, I mean, ginger ale and sweet tea, can't go wrong. I do have the question of, are you going to go up to Bill's house, or are you just doing the bridge?
We are visiting Bill Nye.
Okay, gonna go visit Bill Nye.
We're gonna need a Bill chant, though, by the time we get there.
You heard it.
We're gonna need, in a donation, no less. We need a Bill chant.
Yeah. If you make me read Bill in the comments of donations, I think I can be happy. I have other things that I can break out the later we go in. I have lined up ideas for how to get done. I thought about it.
We've got so much time. We better have an arsenal of things to say. It really. You might be talking. Okay, let's see what the sponsorship of the bridge is. Congratulations, we have shown up, and today it is Max Revive Bridge. Thank you. I don't know what that's supposed to imply to my run, but on Tuesday I had Surf Bridge. That was really nice.
Ooh.
That was really nice. That led to a very pleasant seed to lead up to this marathon event. Because Monday was not kind at all.
I love how a lot of, if you've ever ran in a marathon like this, or you're doing it, or you're submitting, it's either you'll go to play the seed or whatever to submit, or in the actual marathon, and it will either be really good or not great.
That's what I like about randomizers, though.
True.
I like that about randomizers.
I have got to run a couple randomizers in some marathons, and it is always great. Because you're always sitting there going, okay, I've set my estimate. I have done an average of about 10 seeds with these same flags. I've averaged them all out. Here is my estimate, plus about 10, 20 minutes. And you're still sweating the entire time.
Is that actually a thing, Sky? I didn't know that.
Huh.
I've never lost that fight. I've never got stuck with that.
That's a flex.
The big thing, I mean, The thing about randomizers for me, I'm gonna be very candid with chat. Chat, I have a lot of health issues, and for speedrunning, I would very much obsess if I was going for PBs and stuff. Nothing wrong with any of that. But the one thing that brought me towards speedrunning was the randomizer fact just lets me story build. It's one of my favorite things about these, because if you ever bring this back to a marathon over and over and over again, for me, I want to make sure that I can have a funny story that I can tell throughout the seed. So, you know, we had Max Revive Bridge and all this other stuff. But the other thing, too, is I just find the chaos to fit perfectly into what I'm looking for in a speedrun. Because I've learned a lot about these games by running them in randos. And usually my little streamer sellout thing is I play games randomized before I ever play them vanilla, if I never ever play them vanilla. I learned Wind Waker randomized. Never played it vanilla once, and I learned Wind Waker rando, and it was one of my most enjoyable times because I got to skip all the tree stuff. So, there are a lot of really fun things that come out of randomizer. By example, you can move this guy out, never need cut. Surprise! Logic break. Logic break. It is actually a logic break, I guess.
I think that's in vanilla, though, too.
It is in vanilla, but it's funny that that's a huge oversight that they had. Because you're going to notice later where some rockets really have vision problems.
Right. I can kind of agree with you on the randomizer things. One of the major randomizers that I've done is the Link's Awakening randomizer. And yeah, learning so much about how the game is actually built and things and fun things to do with the game. Just because you're playing a randomizer, you have the time to do it. I can appreciate that. All right, folks, we're coming up on Bill's house. Let's see those. Bill. While you get those in and while you're facing this battle, I am going to say, if you're just tuning in to Complete-a-thon, we welcome you. It's a charity event dedicated to completionist speedruns, like the Catch 'em All. This includes the 100% all collectibles, or even categories where you collect all of the specific collectible items, such as all red berries, all shrines, all Pokemon, just to name a few. If you're interested in getting involved or finding out more, make sure to join our Discord and follow us on Twitter to get updates about future events. That face by ProPokeNoob tells me
science rules!
Not a great item.
I contemplated leaving Bill behind, but this is a speed run.
Also, it was just pointed out, we have officially hit 100 by the 1 hour mark. Thank you to Broken, $25, saying, Bill. Also,
Bill's so cool, he puts a hole in his ceiling for me. Look at this. Whee! Oh no, I went the wrong place.
And they've also put in the incentives for the mustaches for Plants vs. Zombie attire and the Jazz Punk Flavor Nexus DLC. Yes, don't forget, as you are donating, you can select both an incentive and a poll. Make your money go that much farther by selecting both, and we could have even more charity shenanigans. Thank you for those donations. So you said you went to the wrong Poke Center. Where did you go? Outside of Mount Moon?
Yeah, outside of Mount Moon. So the way that warps in Gen 1 work, first of all, Bill's house is considered a dungeon, which is why I was able to escape rope out of his house. That's actually a normal speedrun strat if you do not have, or at least a randomizer strat. I don't know if it's actually used in speedruns, but you could use that to get back to Cerulean City. The thing is, though, you gotta be smart and remember that it remembers the last Pokemon Center you healed at. In future games, it's just the last city you last Pokemon Center you enter. So in Gen 2, it'll be the last center you enter. But in Gen 1, you actually have to heal. It's not as useful when you start with Fly. Again, we started with Fly just to make this run faster. 1, 2, 3. But, yeah. It's just a fun little thing to show off. I had Fly. I didn't have to do that, but I did it. Look, this man's thirsty, and he shares 1 cup of tea with 4 guards. What a generous individual.
Hey, he is down for dishing the tea, and it is hot tea. I'm here for it.
That's some good tea. You gotta imagine, that's gotta be a thermos, though, right?
Oh,
we're not just carrying a cup of tea in our backpack. That doesn't make any sense.
I think it would be funnier if it was a thermos of tea, but we are also carrying along 4 porcelain cups for all the guards. And we give them a porcelain cup and pour them some tea and go, hey, Grandma sent some tea.
Grandma sent
No,
or in this case...
my gosh, that's actually their grandma. In vanilla, that is actually their grandma.
Is that really?
No, I'm making that up. But
that's really believable, though. She had quadruplets and just makes tea for them. But literally,
so cool.
They won't let you through because they're thirsty?
Tell me it wouldn't be cool.
By the way, I'm a 3rd degree black belt, and I can confirm you don't need good eyesight to become a black belt, and that shows in this gym. Usually they want you to walk through all 4 to fight the karate master, but if you just go to the left, and I learned this from RTA in Japan, actually, I used to go to the right and skip as well, but you can even go to the left and just fight this last guy, and you can just go fight the karate master by going around the other way. It's, yeah. Check your vision lines. Look at this. All these guys are raring to fight, and I'm just like, nope. Go over here, and surprise, master.
Nice.
Soul Blazer Rando looks amazing. I've never played it. It scares me, but it looks.
I wanna play it, and every time I'm like, all right, I'm gonna learn it. I just end up having way too much stuff to do.
Been kicked by a plant AMA. Don't we have a Plants vs. Zombies run coming up?
Yes, we do have a Plants vs. Zombies, and I was just told we're gonna spice it up a little. I was just told that technically speaking, and you put as much italics or air quotations on that one, technically speaking, Future Glasses is faster in certain circumstances, and is also used in the any percent run. So, if you want to make it go a little slower, we're going to have to do mustaches. I'm just saying. If we go slower, we have more charity. We have more events. Even if it is by 30 seconds.
Alright, so we have some really interesting things. We have Vanilla Hitmonlee, by the way.
Ooh!
We also have a Weedle. Now, Weedle is a free pickup because it's part of a Tetris piece, I'm contemplating, it's level 25, so I can easily double rare candy it and get Beedrill Kakuna right now, but it officially segments the board. So I'm thinking we say no to that for now.
Ooh.
Just for now, because I still have a lot of control. I want to find an HM. Cut or Surf are really what we want. Strength has its uses, for example, getting us through... Getting us through Victory Road to get to the other floors of Victory Road, but that's about it. The other thing it could do is get us to East Vermilion. That's a rock path that was added with Archipelago just to make things more spicy. Okay, I'm gonna try and do this. You ready for this? I'm gonna figure this out one day. Alright, count with me, chat. In delay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's Flash. That's useless. Okay, now. Where is this? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know how I get this wrong every time. This item disappears, I swear to you. This never works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Excuse me? Fair enough.
Oh, you're counting the steps. You're counting the steps.
Yeah, there's no telling this place, so I just learned to count to 17. You might see that on Cycling Road when I have to count to 24 uphill. I'm not kidding you, 24 uphill.
Both ways.
Both ways. Actually,
in the snow.
It kind of does feel like that. Did you know it's faster to run on Cycling Road than it is to bike? Because they didn't count for anybody being able to run. We learned that in Door Rando. Hopefully we get to show that off in Preventathon 4. Spoilers, we're doing that.
I will say, what is a speed run if you don't have a segment where you count out loud?
Yep.
I swear, every time I've done a speed run, there's always some segment where I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, and
okay,
it's always the funnest part.
It's true. You need to count this. There's just certain parts you gotta count aloud just to show you're counting. Otherwise, people are staring and go like, "What is he looking for?" Strength.
Ooh.
Okay. So strength will be better than slash, but I have one spot that's useful, and that gets me to Fuchsia City, which is good because Safari Zone is there. But I don't have Safari Pass, so I don't really care. Interesting. I can't do anything over there. I do have Pokeflute. We can check the Snorlax. That is something I didn't mention. We have Pokeflute, so we can check the Snorlaxes. Now, there is a way that you can reset these. I'm kind of old school and just do it the way I know it. So I just, reset if it's something I need. But it's good to see these things.
What are we hoping for on Snorlax? I'm hoping for Mewtwo. That's what I'm hoping for.
I've seen the world's biggest Caterpie here. It's a Spearow. That's a terrifying Spearow. Is that Spearow catchable?
That was
noises of a speedrunner.
All the range of emotions right there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let me do some counting. Derek, you have the floor.
I would say while you're doing some counting, I'll do some reading. How about?
Yeah, go for it.
So, a little bit more about Girls Make Games. So, while women make up nearly half the gaming population, less than 24% of game developers in the US are women. Girls Make Games was created to address this gender gap and create a space for girls to explore the world of video games. To date, nearly 25,000 girls in 160 cities and 22 countries have accessed game dev workshops, summer camps, and tutorials. Girls Make Games published titles have been downloaded over 190,000 times on partner platforms like PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Xbox Creators Program, Steam, and Google Play. By inspiring girls to engage with Steam through the fun and creativity of game design, we're creating a world where girls have the chance to discover their potential through gaming and game dev. I kind of want to go find those titles, those published titles, and go find out what those are. I kind of want to go learn a speedrun of one of those games. I think that would be, as a speedrunner, and as of, again, I will have mentioned this till I'm blue in the face, But as a father of daughters, like, that would be really cool to say, hey, why don't me and my kiddo learn this speed run together? And it's a title published by a charity that we're getting to raise money for. I think that would be super cool. Right? Are those good Pokemon?
They could be. Raichu we have no info on, so we're gonna write this down. So, by the way, the only time you're ever gonna hear me say this, gambling, good. So, this is a really useful thing here. In the game corner, you can only see these when you have coin case. Raichu, we don't have information on, is fairly inexpensive. What about Kingler? How are we looking on King? Kingler is also something we can consider. Machop, I think we have info on. I'd rather catch, because that's getting to the expensive part. The other sets here, they're more expensive. I don't need any of those. Spectacular. Okay. So, you're also going to learn, this is my favorite movement of the game. It's about finding all the items in here. There's a Sylph Scope. That's amazing! We now have access to Lavender Tower catches. Or Pokemon Tower, but it's Lavender Tower in my heart. So that's really good because there's 7 floors in there. They have 2 to 3 Pokemon each floor. That's just another great concentration of things. And because there's not many per floor, we can actually do a lot of checks for cheaper.
Fair. So is it better... Ooh, Soul Badge. Is it better to buy the Pokemon now or wait till you're kind of in a corner a little bit?
Well, I have cuts, so the answer is we're skipping for sure. We have too much to do now. You don't want to buy the Pokemon. Like the purchasing and the gifting Pokemon are very helpful because they're automatically accessible. So I wouldn't want to use them until I absolutely need to.
Kamiko in chat is saying, is the Pokédoll skip in Logic or patched in your set?
I have patched it to force Pokédoll and Bicycle to be required.
Fair.
You can do it where you can skip and do some glitches with it, but in this case, I need to find Pokédoll or buy Pokédoll, which I did earlier, and I need Bicycle. Unless I get thrown an item or indoor rando onto the... I'm gonna take that. It's not an HM, so it's fine. Unless it's thrown, like, we're thrown into a door rando and we're thrown onto the cycling road.
Am I the only one that forgot that Waterfall was an original move to Gen 1?
Nobody knew that that was an original attack in Gen 1. Not a single soul. Nobody in chat can convince me they knew that.
Because I think every time I see it when somebody's playing a randomizer Gen 1, I'm like, Waterfall? No, that wasn't introduced till Gen 2. And
people think 3.
But what about Tojo Falls?
Oh yeah, you're right. Waterfall is in Gen 2. Carry on. It's been a while since I've done anything but Gen 1.
I grew up. I am very much a 90s. I grew up on Gen 1. I remember getting it with the Kool-Aid points. If anybody's old enough to remember Kool-Aid points, don't forget to take your multivitamin.
Alright. We're at a junction. We have a lot of access. We don't have a lot of catches.
Okay.
Why am I doing this way? I can skip trainers.
Do you want to know what my answer is going to be?
Yeah, go for it.
What's good for content?
Being the best player that I could be to leave a good impression for both the charity and for the community.
Got it. So
it's kind of a hot take, but I like trying to be my best for other people. I know it's a little bizarre.
Hot take. The hot take. Gorgeous. Right there.
Hello, Pokemon Aid. I need to catch 1 Pokemon for you to receive this TMO1. Done. I made them easier.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I've recently been playing through Gen 1 recently, and it was like, you have to have 50 types of Pokemon. I'm like, that's a lot.
For a really bad item.
I think it was EXP share for me.
EXP all. It's even worse.
The version I'm playing is patched to EXP. I'm playing it.
Oh, they made it good?
Yeah.
We will visit Doc Danny eventually. We'll talk about those guys eventually. Okay, there's only 2 Pokemon in Diglett's case, so we're going to check these guys. Well, would you look at that? Greetings, Hitmonlee number 3, I think. Man. I have access to Hitmonlee. I'm just gonna... It's fine.
Because you can either pick it up in the dojo, or was it one of the ones on Game Corner as well?
No, that was Hitmonchan, but it's too expensive.
Mm.
I'm gonna quickly discover the second Pokemon here if I can. So we're gonna be looking for the rare slots. I think this is like an 80-20 or a 90-10, but it happens pretty quickly. Maybe it's a 70-30. I don't know. Drowsy. Sup? Don't need him. Okay, so this place is potentially completely useless.
There you go. One area marked off the map.
You want to see Lieutenant Surge crumble? People really like this part of the run.
I would love to, actually.
So, this gym usually needs you to find 2 switches within these trash cans, but through the magic of Randomizer and the general distaste of the community trying to do this entire puzzle, you just gotta find the first one. Now, the other neat thing about this is in Gen 1, red and yellow actually have 2 different ways of you going through that. In Gen 1, the bottom and top row, it's either one of the outer ones or the center trash can, or in the middle row, it's one of the 2 inner trash cans. Always, as the first piece, and then after that, you had to go searching for the rest of them, and it was usually the one right next to it. In yellow, some of the pieces or some of the things are like, I think top left leads to bottom right inner or something like that. There's an actual flow chart if you want to go see it, but I can tell you that that first switch is always one of those 8 trash cans.
Puzzle is really generous of a word for this.
Yeah, you're right. It's not a puzzle. It's
It's beat all in vanilla game. It's beat all the trainers and then just guess.
You don't actually have to beat them. You can run around them all the time to check every trash can.
That's a lot of work if you're having to guess.
Well, luckily
it was always easier just beat them up.
3 stones. I'm close to Thanos status.
It's inevitable.
Well, no, it's not inevitable, but it feels dang good. I believe it's a 50-50 to be the neighbor officer in this particular game.
I think that sounds about right.
Yeah, I think it's 50-50, and then yellow might be always the case. Oh, hello, Paris. Not visiting this time.
What is your next play? So you've got gyms, or you've done some gyms. What are you going for next? Are you going for location?
Yes.
Or just checks?
Yes.
Got it.
Oh,
Everything
this
else
is a weird state.
there.
I'm going to destroy this gambler so I can push some rocks, talk to another aide, and then use my special primate to take over the world. I don't know. I actually don't know. So right now the problem is we're not finding a good way to use these pieces on this board. So I'm going to have to be picky about it soon. Oh yeah, yellow is always the top right. You are absolutely correct. Yeah, it was more manipulable, but the first one was a lot more complicated to find.
Now these rocks, they are not in vanilla. No. This is APs, correct?
Yes, these were added in. You'll also see another rock on the dock. Blocked by a couple of jocks. I was trying to rhyme that so much. Lift key? Don't do this to me. Oh no. Don't do that. We're trying to have a fun marathon, not a rocket marathon. I have card key too. There's a chance we're doing all of the rocket section. We're the Silphco enjoyers of old. That was pretty popular in the other marathon. No, I have physical Alakazam. I'm not cheating on Special Dub Trio. I've done Nuzlocks of Pokemon Stadium, and my most successful Nuzlocke was a Thunderbolt Ice Beam Dugtrio. Don't ask why. It's Gen 1. Don't question Gen 1. Kabuto. Oh.
Gotta love Kabuto.
I think it's time for dependency.
I'd go for it. While you're doing that, I am going to read a little bit of something right here. If you'd like to help with future events, we always host volunteer applications before our events. They typically run alongside submissions and are announced on our Discord and Twitter. So keep an eye on those if you're interested in running production, tweeting the tweets, or maybe even hosting live on mic like I am right now. So even if you're looking just to volunteer for the first time, we'd be happy to help you get your foot in the door. We 100% attest to that. Preventathon last time was my first time. This is my second time around. So this is a great way to get your foot in the door and be able to help raise some money for charity. Speaking of raising some money for charity, do not forget that we have the active poll right now, the Plants vs. Zombies zombie attire. Right now, Mustaches is in the lead with $25, but Future Glasses can come back to steal it right there. So make sure to put in for those polls. As well as the targets, we have My Friendly Neighbor, the Chipmunk Voices, as well as the Jazz Punk Flavor Menus DLC. When you go and donate, you can donate to both a target and a poll and an incentive. Make sure to make your money go a little bit farther by doing both. Make sure to do that. Complete-a-thon is an awesome way to start volunteering and running. It was one of the first ones that I was actually able to help volunteer and do some work for, and honestly, it's really enjoyable. It's a great community. It is super uplifting, great feedback on some things, and it's a great way to do it. Put your application to help do stuff. It helps out with charity. So anyway, Noob, what do we got going on?
We got Surf! This seed is easy-ish. We are saved. The marathon will not go 5 hours overtime. We're good.
I'm gonna need somebody to clip that right now, saying this seed is easy.
No, don't. No, you gotta clip the whole context.
No,
Danny?
no context. Clip it. Just clip it with no context. No.
Okay, so that's really, really, really good. We have full access to the map, and my Growlithe learned how to surf. So what this means is, not only do I get to skip a bunch of trainers, you're going to see another brick that was added to this. There it is. And I can skip all of that and just go get the items from over here. Never fight that trainer. She has 6 Pikachus or 6 randomed. But this is really, really good. So now what we're looking for are keys to areas such as Plant Key. We're looking for Mansion Key, Safari Pass, and we have full access to basically everything we want, even Strength. So if we find a Pokemon and we see where it is, we'll explain what happens if you don't. We're gonna be okay. There is still the curse of Area Unknown, because Gen 1 just doesn't like you. And that goes for everybody. Gen 1 is not anyone's friend. We'll get into that once we start worrying about that. But I'm thinking with this S piece that I rolled into while you were doing all those lovely things, I'm probably going to get the Hitmonlee, actually.
Ooh.
Why do you say things like that? Say it's in Silphco. I want to go to Silphco. I can go to Silphco, too. I don't like that. Silphco would actually be the worst thing, because I usually joke and say it's the only thing I've ever timed out. It takes 45 minutes. I don't have 45 minutes in this run. I don't want Silphco. At least I can... Oh, actually, I can skip a bunch of trainers. It would be way faster, I suppose.
I mean, if you do Silphco, you're still underestimated.
Actually, if I do Silphco, it only takes... Now I'm thinking about, like, 10 minutes, so that's pretty good. Also, you notice that I fought a guy named Doc Danny. Usually in my item randos that I do for Archipelago, I have 4 trainers on the overworld that can give items, because none of these other people will. Doc Danny is usually my favorite. Legelinda, she has never given me anything useful. This is Legelinda. We also have Cerulean Claire and Plant Pierre. My chat and I came up with those names.
They're great names.
They're great names.
I think every speedrun or a randomizer has special names for certain characters.
That's true.
I think it just helps come up with the lore.
Linda, like, just do something with your life. Come on. Just give nothing.
Give me something.
Just give me something. I'll take that full story. Okay. Alright, we have fly to every place except Cinnabar, but I have to surf there anyways. We're gonna grab some items from here. We're not gonna fight Koga. The trainers, or the gym leaders, only give technically 1 check each, because their second check is always a TM. So if I was hurting for a good main, then I would consider it, but this is going very well, so we don't need to fight him right now to check. We have more than enough access. I don't need to be doing this much checking. Lord Helix, sup? I am a dome enjoyer, though. Thanks, Sky. Yeah. I don't have a bike. So now... What does that do to that bottom there? 6, 8, 12... I'm gonna go get the Hitmonlee. What was the other one? Weedle? Yeah... Let's see. Okay, so this is where I'm going to start doing the information. So welcome to the Pokedex. I don't remember where half of them are in the Pokedex. I just moved quickly. Okay, so Beedrill is accessible once I get a 4th badge. That's not the worst thing, and I know that's going to be findable, so I am going to grab the Hitmonlee.
What is the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the Pokedex?
I believe it shows... Oh, I know this. It's an archipelago thing. How many... how many... HMs? Or what HM I need for, or something like that. It's something like that. It stands for HMs in some way.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright, what pieces am I getting? Nothing but eyes, huh? All eyes on the seed. Alright.
So this is the point where you start
very
going, okay,
careful.
I have eyes.
Yep.
It's what HMs the Pokemon can...
There you go. Yes. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Guy. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Pidgey. Ooh, that's not good. Alright, no Pidgey. Machop. Okay, Machop's easy. Alright, we're gonna go get Machop.
I'm seeing a lot of Pokemon in Safari, though.
Yes, there should be, because Safari Zone has about 30-something slots. They can also be duplicate slots, but if you were to assume that all of them are independent, then it's about 30-something slots, or 20-something slots. Okay, gotta be careful here. The trainers will catch you. You just stick to this little patch of grass, they can't catch you. Alright, there's like 4 or 5 Pokemon here. That's a Vaporeon. I need that, but not with this. I need an L piece for that. I need an L. Everyone in Complete-a-thon's community, what's your favorite Tetramino?
Ooh, you know where you should put that?
In a donation.
Donation comment.
I need to know what everyone's... Like, okay, no, here's what I really want to hear. What's going to be the hero Tetramino piece?
Ooh.
Which one of these 7 aspiring pieces are going to carry this run home?
That's a good question.
Also, I'm gaining a lot of information from this patch of grass, but no Machop.
That is fair.
I'm thinking, based on the way this is shaped, L or T, I think. I'm thinking L or T are going to be the most important one. I should be able to get all the Zs and Ss out of the way.
I'm gonna go with the I. I think that could be one of the most important.
It could. The problem is, you are correct, because I have a couple of alleyways, but I also feel like I'm just gonna clean those up. I don't know. I'd have to get a lot of eyes to force that eye to be the final one. It's not out of the question. Alright, what do we got? JT, Justin Timberlake. Okay. That's an L. That's a J. That's a J. If Sandslash could be a J. Let's take a look at the Sandslash. Okay, that's actually not terrible. Rock Tunnel only has 4 Pokemon per floor. There's only 2 floors. And I believe it's easy for me to get between floors. And I think I've seen the majority on first floor. And Onyx, I've seen 1 and 1, so we'll do a quick check. Yeah.
Welcome back to Rock Tunnel.
Yeah, welcome back to randomized Rock Tunnel. You know what? I have a Water Stone, right? I have 2 Eevees. I only need 2 Eevees because only 3 evolutions, so I'm good to go on Eevees because I have the Jolteon. So I don't need to catch that.
Well, you also have the, do you have the Jolteon or do you have the Vaporeon?
I have the Jolteon, I don't have the Baby. I have information on Vaporeon, but it makes it easy for me to just get that when I get an L.
Fair.
Yeah, actually, that's not a half-bad call either on the Vileplume. That's also more dangerous. Maybe I do check that. Chat's clutch. That's not bad. Chat is not clutch.
Ooh.
That's terrifying. So those are Seafoam Islands and Safari Zone. I can't get the Safari Zone. Seafoam Islands is one of those, yep, locations. If you'd like me to read the numbers, I can.
It sure is a check.
There's 3 Pokemon apparently on the first floor. That's a lie. There's 8. Then there's 7, 7, 6, 6. So 12 plus 14 is 26 plus 8 is 34. Did I do that right?
Sure.
Yeah, that's a lot of checks. That's a lot of numbers. I'm already looking at enough numbers and squares and everything. I'm going downstairs to check really quickly here. But now knowing that that is the location for it, we're going to hope that we find Electrode, Squirtle, or Graveler. I
could have swore we've seen a Squirtle earlier.
We have not. We've seen a Charmander, which just popped up right now. Look, I understand I was talking a lot and really didn't pay attention. You came in very helpful to help me out, and I appreciate that, but I know I haven't seen my favorite boy Squirtle. Okay, my favorite starter Squirtle.
Fair. I'm partial to Charmander. That is the one I started my Pokemon journey with.
Like, I understand that, but you know what? We could just all agree that Bulbasaur is not... Once again, I use my stance to berate my girlfriend's favorite starter, Bulbasaur. It's just a plant. It's just a plant. With legs. It's supposed to be a dinosaur, but you know what? We didn't get a dragon out of Charizard. We got a turtle with cannons, though, and that's pretty cool. Average cannon turtle enjoyer.
If you are a Bulbasaur defender, please let us know.
I will not do the apology.
In the donation comments.
I will not do an apology like that one GDQ. I will stand firm and say Bulbasaur could have been so much, especially since its Mega was just a bigger plant and his G-Max was just a bigger plant than the bigger plant. Come on. Could have done something so much cooler. Could have made it bipedal like all the favorite cat Pokemon.
Hey now.
What? Well, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything about him.
I will agree. Bulbasaur it's easy. For the I would say for the non-speed, it is very much like you sail through Brock and you sail through Misty.
Okay. It's okay. I'm actually going to look for the Vileplume. This is a bit early to be doing this in the run, but who knows, right? It might just be the first Pokemon we find. Also gonna go take, for some reason there's a woman or a grandmother stuck on the other side of a water infested with Grimers. We're gonna go save her by taking her item and leaving her there. What's up? Thanks, bye. Pull a Steven and fly out in front of you.
Is that what it is? It's infested with Grimers? Yeah,
it's polluted water, and you find Grimers in there. Or at least in Fire Red Leaf Green, that's what it was. I'm pretty sure it's in this one too, but I don't remember if you can actually find encounters in that. Also, because we have Surf, we could discover, and I kid you not, the one Pokemon in the water. There is one Pokemon here, and it's Nidoran female, and I don't even need it. Excellent. We can repel all the water. You could only find, I believe it was Tentacool in the water. No, you can find Tentacruel, but for some reason there's only one slot in Rando. I don't know. Couldn't tell you why. I just play the game fast. Or pretend I play the game fast.
Again, where's the 7-hour video explaining like why they have only one slot?
Where's the 7-hour breakdown of why Gen 1 actually still exists in modern day?
Prayer and popsicle sticks, mostly.
True. That's a lot of popsicle sticks.
It really... if you've ever watched, like, here's all the glitches in this Pokemon, it's like, yeah, this game, it is amazingly built because it works as well as it does. It is riddled with glitches, though.
Yep. It's you could like literally code with this game. But you know what's fascinating is the Pokemon data is more organized in Gen 1 than it is Gen 2. Gen 2 is actually the most garbled mess when it comes to identifying Pokemon within their databases. It's, talk to my friends who run PokeLink, and it's a garbled mess. Come on, Vileplume, first find. You know what? You try.
Oh, so close, though.
That was very close. Do I need Victory Bell, though? Because I do have... I don't. Okay, see you later. Awesome. I was gonna explain something.
Data. Garble.
Nope, not about the garbled data. You could just watch. I don't have to explain anything on that one.
Coding the game. Nope, that wasn't
Nope,
it either.
not that. I was going to explain... I lost it. Shoot.
Welcome to speedrun.
Welcome to puzzling while speedrunning. Who thought this was a good idea? Oh, I did. I guess Complete-a-thon did too, because they're enabling this. Thank you, Complete-a-thon! Wait, what if I catch an Oddish? Evolve it into Gloom. Do I have Gloom yet? I don't have Gloom yet. If I could legitimize getting the Gloom, then I have to get another T-piece. What would I do with the Gloom? Let me check. I have info on Gloom apparently as well. That's way easier to get.
Yeah?
What do I catch that with, though? Easy as Dugong. Hold on. If Dugong is easy to catch, I can introduce you to the independent catches. Okay.
What does that mean?
Do I have to explain it? I don't want to relive that. Okay, I'll explain. So, you have just been introduced to Area Unknown, the most hair-raising, terrifying thing ever discovered in Catch 'em All Speedrun. Area Unknown means it's no easy way to get the Pokemon. The Pokemon that are found in Area Unknown are either Pokemon on fishing rods, which there's one on Old Rod, two on Good Rod, and then don't even ask me about Super Rod. There's multiple clusters of catches between 2 and 4 all over the world. Or it's found in Cerulean Cave. Or it's a static Pokemon. Or it's a gift Pokemon. Or it's a trade Pokemon. But you have no information on any of that, and Cerulean Cave has like 40 Pokemon in it. So in other words, if you see Area Unknown, you hug your nearest pet or friend or whatever. You call your parents and tell them that you love them, and you know, get reciprocation on that or something. And you just hope, you know.
Did you miss the step where you weep? I think I missed that step.
I'm used to it, and I think I just cry now without even trying.
A single tear rolls down your cheek as you read Area Unknown.
Just be walking with my girlfriend all ears, and she's like, I'm just thinking about the run I did. Clefairy is interesting.
Move Area Unknown equals move on to the next option.
4, 8, 12, 16. Ooh, nope, that would make a dependency. Okay.
While you puzzle that out,
Yep.
I'm read some more stuff. So, Girls Make Games believes in providing every girl and woman with the opportunity to discover their potential and talents through gaming and game development. With your donations, you're able to contribute directly to Girls Make Games Scholarship Fund that provides girls and women with the resources and opportunities to pursue careers in gaming. Your Girls Make Games many programs, such as their 2024 college scholarships, summer camp scholarships, and the new mentorship and internship programs later this year. That is super awesome that there are mentorships and internship programs. They're super important in the career field, especially in the STEAM field. So that's super cool right there. And the shocked look and the Vileplume on screen tells me something important has just happened.
That's the T.
That's the T, folks.
Okay, J. Jonah Jameson. Let's see.
There's no Spider-Man. Okay.
I'm gonna grab the items while I'm down here. Because there are items down here.
Are you gonna check the Articuno?
No, so the Arctic I can. It's just a little annoying to do the strength puzzle. I could if I get really desperate. I'm gonna just hope I don't have to. But it's doable. I have strength.
How much would people have to donate for you to do it?
Actually, if we get secret key, I'll make it this. I'll make it very easy. If we get, let's say, what are we at right now?
We are at 832.
Okay, if we get to 900, we'll do the quiz show. Oh, I'm so close about to find secret key. That's exceptional though. I will find secret key if we we'll try our best, and we can go do the quiz show in Blaine's gym.
Okay, folks, I have seen the quiz show.
It's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
There's questions about the motorboard in America. You want to see the quiz show, and hopefully I can do it in time.
Let's get to 900 to try and make that happen. It is an impromptu incentive. Let's make that happen. It is hysterical.
Yeah.
And it'll leave you in tears because of you're just laughing so hard.
Depending on the questions, but yeah, it's really good. Okay. Jay is really tricky. I think, Jay's gonna force me to a really bad piece here. So we're gonna do a couple of checks here. First of all, let's officially count. If I block off with Psyduck down to Ammonite, 5, 9, 14, 17, 21, 25, 29, 33. That would, 33, 32, 33. Okay, so that would force one independent up there. Which means if I do that, I think I'll have one extra independent put in there. However, how much of a mess does that make it? Okay, let's take a look at this. We're gonna do some searching. We're gonna read the Pokedex more than you would ever do in your life. Let's go find where Rhydon is. Where's Rhydon? I don't remember where Rhydon is in here. Some of the numbers are really weird.
I think you passed it.
I definitely did. Excuse me, how close are we?
To what?
Where is it? Right. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Okay, that's not bad. Let's see if we can find something better. We have Magnemite. Nope. You're a no.
No, we
and
do
then
not have
Magmar. Okay. While we're here, let's check the mine. Nope. Let's check the Helix. Yeah, okay, that's doable.
Yeah.
So
What,
we need
that's right outside of daycare?
Yeah, that would be just below daycare on Cycling Road, which I can't do until I get Bicycle.
Yeah.
So Rhydon is findable. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. I'm thinking we force an independent somewhere up on the top quadrant, but I need to see if Venonat is findable. Because if Venonat's not findable, we have to think about this a little bit differently. Where is that? Okay, that's really good. That's on an easy route, so I'm gonna go do that. So the first thing I'm gonna do... What did I say? Route 5. So we're gonna have another dependent. We're gonna have 2 J dependencies. No, J and an L dependency after this to clean up the pieces effectively. But it's not the biggest deal. Well, depending. Yeah, hopefully not the biggest deal. Rat. Interesting. Noted.
I love its little buck tooth. I love it.
Yeah, it has a curved tail. Yeah, so if I catch the Ammonite here, that'll put the Rhydon for the final bottom piece, so that basically at this point, if I'm forcing certain areas to need a particular Tetris piece, I'm going to be going for them the moment I see them. There's no reason for me to take a risk and go with that.
Yeah, risks are not always the greatest.
Yeah, because even if I have... There is a very slight exception if there are worse parts of the board, and I could just go catch all 4 of those independently. But, you know what I just realized? I'm glad I didn't do this. It's the wrong piece.
Ooh.
I almost made a mistake there. However, maybe I should have still caught it because it could have been underneath there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Actually, wait, that's a better catch. Yeah, this is actually better. I'm gonna go back to that.
ran from it and was like, wait a minute, nope.
Yep. It's okay, came back.
Can we talk about how it is taking a big power pose, like hands on the hips, and is like, I am here.
It's a sassy Trilobite.
I want that clip. I want that as a sound alert or something.
It's a sassy Trilobite.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that I've done this, that whole top side is perfect with the right pieces, which means we now have to play this very carefully. Hello, Milo, my cat. So we're gonna look at Nidorino, Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is easy to get. Okay.
I am genuinely shocked. My cat has not joined commenting.
I'd let my cat join, but he's a 21-pound orange tabby. And he's very destructive.
We love our animals. If you have animals, leave them. Let us know in chat. Or
put him in a donation.
Donation message.
Put him in a donation message. Look, let's be honest, okay? Tetris has left us very lonely, and we just want to talk to people. Truly.
No, it's accurate.
Oh, what was it?
Every time I get on a meeting with work, or really honestly anything, my cat will immediately jump on the desk and will just start meowing. Just like, pay attention to me. Love me. You should only be talking to me.
Sure.
And I'm like, cat, you're not wrong.
Okay, so I'm going to do something interesting here. I'm going to check the Krabby. Because I do have to force 3 individual catches. So let's check the Golem. Golem is doable. That's an interesting location, actually, to find it. It's a bit awkward to get to, but it is gettable. Where is Krabby? If Krabby can be caught, we'll force it as our first independent. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, it's in the same place, too. That's even better. So this is going to be the start. Yeah, we can call it the second part of the run. So I'm going to be forcing something to be stuck in a corner. Because the top side, logically, if done correctly, is going to be completely cleaned up with proper piece usage. 3 does not fit in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to catch this Golem. Oops. Oh, that's what I was going to explain. Why I bought 2 different repels. Ooh. This is something I figured out the more that I did this Tetris. I realized... Oh, boy. Hey, guys. I realized... No, this is the wrong route. I need to go 13. Thoughts. I realized that using the strongest repel is not the best in a catch-em-all, because I have to run around a lot and get the repel spray off since I have high-level Pokemon. Now, you didn't see in this run because we got a pretty decent start, but what I can do is force particular slots with certain leveled Pokemon just to get a better job at searching through an area. But what else matters here is, if I buy cheaper repels, I don't need to wait as long. So I actually switch between the 2 different repels just to ensure that if I'm going through a particular place I just want to get through quickly to check an item, I'm going to do that.
Fair.
Okay, so there's our first independent. We now have an iOS in front of us. This O is going to be very important for us to look for the Grimer. Also, over the halfway mark hype. We're halfway there. That doesn't mean anything for the organizers. That means nothing. I'm just taking victories where I can.
It's a personal victory.
No! Don't! Why? Okay. That's bad. So, where's the bee? I don't see bees. Dugong was nothing. I gotta go back and look for Beedrill. Okay, Beedrill is... Oh, I can't get Beedrill until I find a badge. Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Can you evolve, like, Weedle from Game Corner?
I do have a Kakuna that I can go get because I can catch it now, which is right here.
Hey, that's a great question. Sweet Peeps asks, what's everyone having for their next mealtime meal?
Fried Pikachu, why do you ask?
Fried Pikachu. Where's Brian David Gilbert to tell us what okay. This, I'm going... Peeps, I'm going to absolutely take your question, and I am going to sell out with it. Are we ready for the ultimate sellout that I can only pull 1 day a year? I am going to be having Taco Bell, potentially.
Whoa.
No. Well, you might go, why can you only have Taco Bell one day a year? Because I'll be having it as birthday dinner.
It's your birthday?
It is, in fact, my birthday. So...
birthday?
So... I'm using my birthday to sell out for charity. Drop birthday wishes.
You gotta say that thing first.
The moment you asked me to do commentary for this, I was like, oh yeah, I am absolutely using birthday to sell out for charity. I'm here for it.
Actually spending his birthday watching a Tetris run. You mad lad. That is just not how you spend. I appreciate it, but also, why? Why did your brain want to hurt on your birthday? That's terrible! We're gonna go to Vicinibar Island now. Pidgeotto has strength. Go us.
I told my coworker the other day that I was celebrating my twins' birthday, and they're like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. About 20 minutes later, they messaged and went, hey, wait a minute!
Is there a Pokemon you'd like to be named after for your birthday? I've got access to the name raider.
You know what? If you can find an Alakazam, that would be dope. If not,
is he on the board? He's not on the board. Good luck with that. But yeah. Okay, so what you're gonna note from me now. Speaking of which, I'm gonna put away this cadaver that could become an Alakazam. I am gonna start moving around some of my Pokemon, which happens to just be one of them, I guess. Yeah, just one of them. All right. And I'm going to change boxes because you saw that I was getting close to 25. I may as well do it while I'm here. We're going to enter Pokemon Mansion. This place was blown up with science experiments. I wish I was lying. This is where they experimented on YouTube.
I was literally just watching a video about how you could find Ditto in the basement.
Yes, yeah. and the books all talk about how like Mewtwo kicked everyone's butts and stuff like that.
Also, that Mew was found in the, I think it was the Ghana jungles? The jungles.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Also, everybody in chat, thank you so much for the birthday wish. Please. Charity.
Oh, birthday. Birthday and charity. Perfect combo.
Birthday charity.
Double party. Birthday. Chansey.
I am now officially hitting the midlife crisis. No.
Oh no.
Hey,
Welcome,
34
brother.
ain't nothing to sneeze about.
Oh, cup 34.
With 2 children. That makes me 60? No.
You're so old. I feel for you.
All right, what was your? All right, they're great. You're talking about making dinner. We were asked by Sweet Peeves, what are we having for next meal? So what are you making for dinner? Them's the rules. If you mention food, you have to tell us what it is. So you're going through PokeMansion.
Yeah. No more.
You're done with it, or are you just you're walking to your
I caught a Pokemon and now I'm gonna have to go change my strategy again because it's like Tetris ADHD in a sense.
So the question is, what do you think the odds are that we'll find the secret key here?
Hilarious odds, in fact. I don't know.
The odds that are worth the content now.
The one thing that you have to note is this seed actually doesn't care about the fact that I'm doing a catch-em-all. It cares that I try to win the game. So, it's not placing things for me to find Pokemon. It's placing things for me to win this game. So, like, my feelings are not taken into account.
Okay, fair. Now,
so it could just be anywhere.
I will note, and I want to ask a question. I think this probably is going to be something we're going to talk about later, but okay. I note that Krabby is sitting off on its own.
Yeah.
Is that something... How do you rectify that?
It's one of the 3 independents that I have to catch for my run.
Okay.
You're always forced to have to catch a minimum of 3 individual Pokemon. That is so much information. Wow.
Fair enough. Also, spicy chicken and egg sandwich with ghost pepper sauce. That sounds amazing. And a side of sliced peaches. Join the Discord because I want to see a picture of this.
Need that catch, actually. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that catch. We'll go right here. LT? Okay, we're back on track for Zubat.
Words never said before and probably won't never be said again.
Really? Truly.
Oh man, I gotta catch a Zubat!
Can't wait to find this swarm of Zubats again.
Those are always great. So are there many trainer battles in the mansion? I don't recall there being, but like one or two?
Oh, there are a few. There are a few. There's 6, I want to say.
Okay, fair enough. Hey, look,
Item rando, it's not bad to come here between the items and the catch and the trainers.
the best final evolution of the starters.
Can't help but laugh, dang it. I thought I was a monk because I'm a black belt. I guess not. Venusaur's that much of a joke. Anyways, so,
Nice reversal.
thank you. No, if I do that, that's 2 independents. Technically, that could be the 2, but I have that side cleaned up, so... a bit tricky. Okay, this is a bit tough because I don't know how intense I should search for this Zubat. I've seen a fair number. Mansion has... yeah, between 6 and 7 a zone. So... you kind of just have to... hedge your bets a bit. I tend to look for about 3 to 5 per zone and then move on. Just assuming, like, if I don't see any of them, then I go back and search for it. That's just a personal thing. You could stay here and find all 6 slots and take that risk. It's all random, right? It's literally gambling with encounter slots. So, generally speaking, I like to spread out my search more than just focus on one zone at a time, because you never know. Like, in my mind, if I search all 6 and it's not there, then I feel like I've lost it. But if I search multiple zones, I get a lot of information that I might not need right now, but it could just be paramount.
Fair.
What am I having for dinner? I have no idea. Probably something rice-related, because that's mainly what I can eat. Arcanine. Interesting. Well, that's interesting. That's it. How do I use that?
I love the moment in any randomizer speedrun where you're normally like leaning over with the controller, and then you stop, put the controller, and you lean back, and you're like, what does this mean for me?
Yeah.
How did we get here?
Yeah.
And I love that moment. I love those moments in randomizers as a whole, when you just sit back and you're like, how did we get here?
Found an electric Zubat.
Is it worth catching? That's the question.
Not at this point. If it was earlier on when I needed a main, absolutely. But at this point, I don't need a main anymore, and it's already a piece.
This is true. This truly is the Zubat, isn't it?
This is the Zubat down here. I mean, I think that's a little more terrifying than a bunch of blood-sucking bats. Something that lives in an abandoned power plant's probably a little upset at the world.
Potentially. I've read some scary things about that.
Yeah, but Pokemon's a cute little game about catching monsters. Have you read the lore?
Right?
You got gods fighting all over the place. It's kind of looking like Greek mythology. Okay, so this is fascinating. I can catch Charmeleon because it's 1 level away from evolving, and I can actually use that as the L piece, which I need to do to perfect that side. So I'm going to do that. It doesn't count towards switching the Tetraminos. But that is a Charizard if I don't come out of here with a Zubat. Nice. The nice thing about Zubat 2 is if I somehow find a Staryu, Doduo, or Jinx, I can O that piece and then I where the Beedrill is. And that means I don't have to be searching for the Zubat as hard. But you want to keep your options open. Right now, if I get an L on that, it's perfectly fine. I have the Beedrill that'll help with the unknown information or the bad information on Grimer. though, we have a little bit of flexibility. That's the main thing about the Tetris run. You want to keep flexibility within your board the best that you can, especially as you're getting to the end portions of it. You want to plan out independence the best you can. You want to find that Pokedex information. You don't want to do it without any knowledge, because then you will burn yourself. And the way you get the information is just fighting trainers or just going through encounters, right? It's really, really, really difficult to do overlooking that info. So I am going to go with this. I am going to do the Charizard to make it our next catch, and then I think I'm gonna go back to grabbing items. I think.
So while you do that, I have a question, and then,
yes.
Then I'll read some stuff. Is save scumming part of the? Do you allow that for yourself? So I noticed on the board you have the S piece.
Yes.
The Z piece. That's the Lapras, for sure. It's all really the only one I can identify as Lapras.
Yeah.
Can you save scum back to the beginning, take Lapras, look at the Pokédex and go, it's located here, and then come back to your saving with catch it? Is that something you allow yourself to do?
Like if it was my starter?
Yeah, so if you go back, you start a new game, grab Lapras, look at its Pokédex data, and then come back to your save.
I don't, because okay. I find it more fun to take that risk.
Okay, fair enough.
You could. I mean, any rules go, right? That was a TP.
Well, I figured that side up. My philosophy was, you're making the run, you have you have set up personal rules, so I didn't know if that's something you allowed yourself to do, or but I can understand.
Originally, I did, but then it's like 3 or 4 minutes in the beginning just going through all of the rival fights just to get that Pokédex, or not even, it's a couple of minutes just going back and forth doing the beginning. I like just having that little bit of chaos in it, but it is viable with statics, right? You could do it with any other way that you could see it. I mean, it just really depends on how much time you've got, right?
Fair.
I like to leave challenge runs up to as much policing as people want to have policing with.
You mean you want your challenge runs to be slightly challenging?
I just want my challenge runs to be whatever I want my challenge runs to be.
As long as you're having fun. I think that's
exactly.
I think that's ultimately across all speedruns, randomizers, have fun. I would venture to say, and I will almost guarantee, everybody who has done a run throughout this entire marathon charity event, and all the upcoming ones that you can go check schedule, the exclamation mark schedule. Everybody has fun. We would not be running any of these categories or these speedruns if we didn't have fun doing it. So, you know what? Have fun and pick your own challenges. And go check out exclamation mark schedule to find out the games that you're looking forward to. Find a new game that you're like, I don't know anything about that, but I kind of want to see it done fast. And complete.
Okay, so we've hit an interesting part of this run.
Okay.
I don't have a really good place. So we've hit a very interesting part of this run. I'm gonna go check some items over on Victory Road. I don't have a good place to put these Tetris pieces.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go grab items, because items will open up more locations. The other hope is I'm just gonna find some random Pokemon in the wild. With having those 4 badges, it makes things feel a little bit better. But after this, I'm just gonna go through Victory Road. I don't need to go to Indigo Plateau. I'm just gonna grab all the items. Luckily, Victory Road is very fast. I don't think there's there's one forced fight in Victory Road, if you can believe it, to get all the items in there. And that's just because he stands right next to the item. You have no choice but to talk to him. So it's very quick to do these checks. I have everything to check with that. That 4th badge as well was leaving things open for me to kind of just explore the world. And this is where kind of understanding what your run kind of wants to send you. Because, again, it's trying to help me finish. So if it finds me more badges, then, for example, there's Oak's Parcel. It wants you to find more items. So since it's given me this, I see a giant cluster of items over here. Which also means I have a giant cluster of Pokemon encounters. But right now, the ZT is not doing well. Team EV Seed, not feeling pretty right now. This is a bit ruthless. That's exactly my hope, is to find a Lapras, which was one of my starters. I think I could actually... Can I talk to Oak and get that back? I forget. Is that in the rando? That'd be really useful.
You're the expert here.
No, I'm not.
Ask me about
Sky's the expert.
Me about Link's Awakening.
Alright, strongest bird in the universe. Buff bird.
I didn't know we had an emu in this, or a cassowary.
This is definitely an ostrich. Like ostriches that haven't eaten in days.
Ostriches.
Oh, whatever. You know what I mean. I play Pokemon. I don't know anything about I don't know anything about animals. Where's the trash bag animal in the universe? Where's your autonomous or alive ice cream?
I mean, you know, fair enough. I love the button design. I don't know why, it's just so cool.
Which design?
The button design that you have to put the rocks on.
Yeah.
It's just so... That and the actual block that they take away, it looks like glass.
Yeah, I don't know what that's actually supposed to be.
As a kid, I always looked at it and went, why is there glass, like a glass pane, in the road? It was weird.
Yeah, I don't know what it's actually supposed to represent, but like I thought it was a trap door just colored the same way, but I don't know.
I think we can agree, as a whole, that SNES, Game Boy games, all the old 90s 8-bit, they did so much with so little.
Oh yeah, they had to.
And I love that, because I think most of these games can fit, like, on a small thumb drive now. You know? I think that that is one of my favorite things, is how small the games are, but how much content they actually have. So while you're fighting off the burbs,
yep,
I have received some information.
Good.
We're still looking at meeting the Jazz Punk Flavor Nexus DLC. We are still waiting to meet that. It is getting closer. We just need about $70, and then we will get that. And that is going to be coming up in a couple of runs. Looking at my schedule, we got a little while, but don't wait till the last minute to make that happen. Get those donations in early, so that way we can see more content from Jazz Punk. I've honestly not heard of the game, but I'm kind of interested in, because I just love all kinds of games. And being able to see more, because we've done so much through charity, I think we can do that. And I think I have faith in the power of Twitch chat. If you've ever watched any charity marathon, you will know Twitch chat carries hard. And I appreciate each and everyone who's been able to come out, come watch, come hang out and chat, who has been able to donate, share with their friends and family, co-workers, close acquaintances, pets, and things like that. Each and every one of you are amazing, and we appreciate you for coming on out for our marathon. So how are we looking? What are we thinking? What are we doing?
We're just making our way through Victory Road still. There's not really much to say about this. We did get some. This is actually an interesting piece. Also, nice, less than 1% chance of happening. Beautiful. This Metapod is very good. Metapod evolves at level 10. We need Butterfree in the back. That could be a Pokemon we leave as an independent. We still need to find 2 more Pokemon we're going to leave by themselves. If we can get Ghastly info, that would be, with perfect pieces, a perfect Tetris board. Actually.
Okay.
And that'd be very, very, very good for a marathon staying on time.
I believe in the heart of the Pokeball that we will find a Ghastly. Or at least get Ghastly information.
Yeah, even if it's area unknown, I could take a risk. I'd rather have info, but, you know, even area unknown would be, I just willed it into existence, maybe.
Area unknown still is in some way. I always forget how sassy some of these.
Sassy! See?
Oh, hideout key.
Okay. So that opens up more items.
Yeah.
Which is
Ghastly bird
fine.
right here. This is the Ghastly right here. Come on, Ghastly. Oh, the best starter! Touch it, touch it. No.
Speed of the whole Eevee and Bulbasaur, what's happening? Okay, so I'm gonna catch this.
Yes!
Because, in actual fact, this is really good. I can evolve that into Ivysaur and Venusaur, and that cleans up both sides. So Bulbasaur does hit the roster.
Clip that, clip that. He said
That's really
Bulbasaur is
good.
perfect. He said Bulbasaur is perfect. Clip
I
that.
didn't say it. No.
You didn't
I didn't say
that.
Bulbasaur was perfect.
Oh, you did now. No.
I didn't say it. No, I literally just said it wasn't. I have a reputation to maintain here. I don't, but the point is. I actually can go to the cave. I do have 11 key items to get into the cave, which is hello. Rapid dash. Noted.
I will say I love how there is Pokemon of every Pokemon speedrunner or even casual player has that Pokemon that they look at and their response is, ugh.
Well, mine is Jinx because it literally takes 3.5 seconds to cry.
Yeah, I can agree with that one. I think mine is, what is the Barracuda Pokemon?
Barracuda?
Barracuda.
What's wrong with Barracuda?
Okay, especially in Scarlet and Violet, you're in the ocean, it is almost invisible, and then you get into a battle and you're like, ugh, you're not even a good Pokemon?
Was that in Gen 8 or 9?
Gen 10.
Excuse me?
Gen 10, because...
There's a game that came out that I don't know about?
Scarlet and Violet, isn't it 10?
That's Gen 9.
I thought
Nope.
Sword and Shield was 9.
No, Sword and Shield was... No, Sword... Yeah, Sword... Derek, do you have, like, secret information from Nintendo about a new Pokemon game that I haven't played yet? Because I'd really like to play the beta or alpha or whatever you have.
Okay, you know what?
Anymore.
I don't know why, but I was, for some reason, thinking that Scarlet and Violet was 10.
No, it's not, yeah. It was Gen 9, though, right?
It was Gen 9, you're right.
Yeah. Did you ever play Gen 8?
Gen 8, yeah. I have played literally every Pokemon game except Black and White 2.
That's a good one, though.
Conquest.
Conquest is a good one, too.
I missed it. I was working full-time in college, and it came out. So I just completely missed it. I'm a huge fan of, like, Final Fantasy Tactics and things like that, and Fire Emblem, so how I missed it really is just I was working and just had
to be fair, though, it also makes me, as great as Pokemon Conquest was, it also made me sad because I'm also a fan of Final Fantasy Tactics, and they watered down a lot of the mechanics of Pokemon Conquest. So it's like, you're left wanting a more complete game, because it's just a lot of mechanics were... It went through Mystic Quest treatment. Where they're like, nah, they can't play tactics games, and we got Pokemon Conquest, so...
fair enough. Yeah.
But it's still a really good game. It's still a really fun game.
Oh, yeah. If there is a Pokemon crossover game, and, okay, here's another question you can leave in donation comment. If you could cross over Pokemon with one other franchise, what franchise would it be?
What's that hack and slash one? Dynasty Warrior?
Stop stealing my answer! That was gonna
Stop
be my
reading
answer.
my script!
Oh,
yes!
right.
We can do it! We can do it!
Okay.
Get us
We
to
got
900, we'll do the game show. Get us to 900, we do the game show. How far are we from that?
We are about 100 away from that.
From 900?
Yeah, we're $800.32.
Oh, cool.
We got this. The game show.
I thought we were 832. Let me be more realistic then. Let's do 850.
Okay.
I thought we were a little bit higher than that. My bad.
My bad. I think I probably worded that pretty off.
You're fine.
Okay, if we get up to $850, we'll go do the game show. As somebody who has seen the game show, you don't want to miss it.
I'll even put on my commentator voice.
Okay.
I'll give you the full game show experience.
I'm here for it. As somebody who has seen it previously while doing an AP, I think everybody in that call was practically crying from laughing so hard.
Well, it'll be a little bit of a different game show, but yeah, it'll still be hilarious.
Thank you, Broken, for that clip.
Man, how am I? This is a really bad piece. This is very unlucky with how I have to play this. I might actually be forced into multiple catches here. I'm trying to see where I can put a T piece right now. It's not looking good. Okay, hold on. There is. If I T piece for. Okay, so this is the way it would have to go. If I T-piece Arbok, Poliwrath, Poliwhirl, and Kangaskhan, I need an I dependency for Mewtwo. Let's take a look at the Mewtwo information. Let's do a little bit of puzzling here. This is what this whole speedrun is. This is the puzzle. This is what got us in here. So if I go for the Mewtwo is very easy to get. Good. Okay, so that's really good. So we can do an I dependency on that. Now we don't have Firestone. Do we have Arcanine information?
Yes.
Sorry, rather, where is the Arcanine?
Oh, okay, my bad.
Arcanine is easy to get as well. So, there is a world where I can make the Metapod. Where's the Metapod again? I didn't look that up. Okay.
It's what now?
There is a world. Oh, dude.
While you calculate that, I'm gonna read some things. Is that cool?
Go for it.
Okay, so we've set a challenge $850 for the game show. So if you're looking to donate, make sure to type !donate in chat to get the links to our Tiltify page, where you can make a direct donation. We have some amazing incentives and bid wars for you to choose from, so make sure to get those donations in to help them get met. Those donations, those incentives and bid wars right now include the Plants vs. Zombies, the Future Glasses. Yep, Future Glasses versus Mustache. Mustache is in the lead with $25. So you can still steal that for Future Glasses, which I hear rumor is slightly faster than Mustache. The targets that we have going on is My Friendly Neighbor, the Chipmunk Voices, that's going to be great, and the Jazzpunk Flavor Nexus DLC. Make sure that when you do donate, you are selecting both an incentive and a bid war. You can do both, and you should do both. Make your money go that much farther by selecting both and helping more things get met. You could also, in addition to the exclamation donate, we also have a QR code displayed during breaks and runs without camera that can be scanned using phones for easy access to the donation link. That is always a that. You can go check out the incentives using incentives. You go check those out and be able to see what's coming up and things like that. And schedule will also tell you all the other runs that are coming up here pretty soon. I think right after this is the Axe Battler, A Legend of Golden Axe. So that one should be fun. Kind of looking forward to that one. After this, I always like watching runs right after I get off hosting or commentary, or both in this instance, because it is a nice way to unwind. So, Noob, what are we doing? What are we looking for?
Panicking. The far-fetched was going to be a good angle to make it the third independent, and it's area unknown. So, what we're gonna have to re-roll these pieces. We're gonna just have to go for the Polyrath, and then this is chat's involvement. I need so much energy from you because this can either be done in 45 minutes or 3 hours. It's not gonna be 3 hours, but if we want to do this without having to use a spoiler log, I need chat to chant. Do whatever incantation or magical prowess that you've been hiding from the world. I need you to will into existence the letter I. I need the letter I, and I need a lot of L's and J's. Maybe some O's. If you want to get an LJIO, that sounds almost like someone's name. I need those. Because right now, this is... We're having a bit of bad luck.
So you're
also, I lost that one Polyrath that was in this round.
You're asking us to put our hands in the sky and lend you our power, like we're trying to build the spirit bomb. Right?
I need you to get your alphabet cereal. I need you to eat every letter except L, J, I, and O. Leave one S in there too, I think.
But all of my cereal just spells.
Cheerios don't count.
Hey, they're Fruit Loops. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, man. Here we go. Ha! Okay, alright. Satan rolled it in. Thank you. You know? Sometimes you just gotta take the right side, you know? Sometimes you just gotta do it. Alright, here we go. Okay. This is good. The dependency is managed. Let's go find a Mewtwo. It's not we're not out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination. This is gonna take a lot of luck with finding random slots. I was already gonna sell out the Plants vs. Zombies run, but I think we really did sell out the Plants vs. Zombies run.
Yeah. I am...
I popped in and watched some of the practice runs. It looks really good.
Plants vs. Zombies always looks so entertaining, and then I play it and I'm like, I think I need somebody who's way better in this game.
Okay. Alright, that's not bad. Where is the Dragonair? We can pivot this really well. Where is the... Oh, boy. Okay. I can recover this. No! Okay. Alright. Okay, it's okay. It's alright. We're still good. It's okay. Not okay, but we're gonna make it okay.
What is underneath Arcanine?
Dragonair.
Oh.
I was hoping to swing that and get the Arcanine for free, and that I could owe the Metapod into a Butterfree.
Oh.
Okay.
Here's a question.
Okay. Yeah.
I have a question. What about Dratini level it into Dragonair?
That's gonna take a long time, because I believe Dragonair is level 35. It would depend on where we find the Dratini. And once again, that's just the double input when that happens. That's just a controller plus randomizer thing. It's not... okay, it could be, but that's... what level did I find it in Victory Road? Didn't I find that? I think that was floor 2 or 3. That might actually be doable.
So then could you not use the T-piece on Arcanine?
That was the plan, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, jeez. I don't remember where the Dratini was, though. I didn't make note of that because I didn't think of it. That's a good shout. We could go find it, because if we do that, it does clean that up. My only concern is we still don't have coughing info. And this is where the Tetris becomes very scary. The damage control that I've been doing is to try to avoid a Pokemon that evolves or doesn't have an evolution, because if it's just by itself, I can't evolve into it. So something like a Dragonair is optimal, because I could always just... I could always just evolve into it. But in this case, coughing can't be evolved into. You just have to find it as a coughing. So that's a scary piece to be left. That's why also the Farfetch'd, I don't like that being the piece either, because I can't evolve or I can't do anything to manipulate that. Tauros can be caught, but I think I'm going to leave it for when I find a different piece. I'm going to make a note that's on...
Oh, well... Okay, so
on the second floor? Is that second floor? Third floor. That's third floor. Yeah, this is third floor.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay. What if you could get 2 J pieces? J off the Marowak, if I'm reading it correctly, and then J off the Arcanine. All you have left is Butterfree, which you already have the Metapod information, don't you?
Okay. This is really good find. This is 4 unknowns.
Okay.
This is something. Okay. All right. 4, 4. Hold on. Just making sure we didn't count this wrong. I can count to 4, right? I can count to 4. Okay. I can count to 4.
Sure. Okay. While you're doing this, I'm going to read something.
Okay, go for it.
A great donation. $5.45 from Satan herself.
Nice.
Saying, donating for one of my favorite Pokemon, I mean Scolipede, great call out. This has been such an incredibly fun run. ProPokeNoob has been so funny, and Derek has been an incredible host in comms. Also, happy birthday. And that is also going towards the future glasses, Plants vs. Zombies, zombie attire, as well as the Jazz Punk Flavor Nexus DLC. I, for one, appreciate the Incredible Host comms and the birthday wishes. I really do appreciate that.
Never thought Satan would make me cry, but here we are.
It's not just Satan. It's Satan herself.
That's true. That's true.
I'm here for it.
And we're just here trying to entertain, and this seed is doing more than enough for me. I'm a Scolipede enjoyer. Scolipede is one of my favorite Gen 5 Pokemon.
Yeah,
okay.
I absolutely agree.
Okay. Alright. We're gonna get more of these unknowns out of the way. The Executor has been caught. We're getting to the really, really tough part. It's a TL again. Alright, Vaporeon. Vaporeon, I know I've seen that in the wild somewhere. But I don't want to do it. Because then that coughing is gonna haunt this entire seed.
Isn't Vaporeon in Rock Tunnel?
Oh, I can also evolve it. Yeah, you're right. I can just Evo. I could just Stone Evo it. Good call. I really wish I had noted that Dratini.
Okay, here's a question for everybody in chat while you puzzle that out. Does anybody have... It's not a favorite Pokemon, but it is a Pokemon that when you get, you always nickname. A very specific nickname. Because maybe it was a family friend that Pokemon, that person loved. Or it was like one of your first Pokemon you ever caught, and it's a silly nickname or something like that. It's not your favorite, but you always have to have it, and you always have to. Because I have one of those.
Do you? Which one is it?
It is actually Lilpup from Gen 5. It's actually, I always name it after one of my college friends, who, that was one of the first Gen 5 Pokemon he had seen, and he just loved it. It was one of his favorite Pokemon because he had a dog that looked almost like that. And so it was just always that Pokemon was always named after him. And even so now, years and years ago, they sadly passed, so it's now like, hey, in memory of them, I will always find a Lilpup and I will always name it after them. Because I think that's a great way to like keep that memory alive. So, and it's one of those Pokemon. It's not my favorite, but I always have to have it. Lilpup is a good one. A pure, a part puppy. Agreed. Ooh, Poliwhirl.
Already finished that one. I have 3 Pokemon that I do that with. People who are from my chat have an emote after a jacked Dunsparce, because we have lore around a Dunsparce, because I used to be a competitive Pokemon player, and I actually used to carry Dunsparce and Alomomola into every run, just because it was fun content, and it became Lord Sparse after a while. I have that, I have Bibarel, which I'll always name Chuck Chuck, because it's just hilarious that I'm Canadian, and I would love to have a pet beaver named Chuck Chuck that would just destroy people. And, after a person who destroyed me in Gen 6 NU, naming their Bennett Smiles. Because that thing had the, yeah!
There's the rat!
That's the rat! Okay, okay. Now, how do we use this? How do we use this? We'll talk about smiles after. How do we use this? We note it. We note it. I've never been more excited to see a Pikachu in my life. Raichu, awesome. Pichu, cute. Pikachu, eh. But in this case, yes.
No, I don't think you use it with these pieces.
No, not with these pieces.
No,
but
wait, no,
I can L it. No, no, don't L it. Don't L it. No. It's gotta be. No. It's gotta be an S piece. S piece. Yeah, it's gotta be an S piece, so that I can solo the Metapod.
Fair.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, this person had the most wild Banette moveset I have ever seen in my life, and I just, in honor of that person destroying me with it, it became a YouTube video back when I did YouTube exclusively in 2010. But also, oh my goodness, wait, that could be Rapidash as well. I can catch that for free. Oh, no, I can't. That's actually a piece. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so boom.
Kamiko's saying different Pokemon force nicknames. None have gone on. Wait, catch. Ruby Rose for Sizor. Love that name. First and foremost, love that name. Astafal for Gardevoir. I'm probably butchering that one. And Saren for Starling Line. I like it.
That's true. I do have Godslayer in mine. Yeah, that's fair. Oh my goodness, this is actually... I've won the lot. You have no idea how nice this feels. To know that Cerulean Cave is not toying with you. It's actually giving me real Pokemon that I need. Not the Onix, but it was doing really good for the beginning. Drop a Muck or a Ditto. That's literally gooey. That's the gooey section. Lapras, Muck, Ditto. Drop me a gooey Pokemon, please.
Broke is saying Satan for Silcoon, Clamantha for Shelver, Lord Cass for Cascoon, Nagandel? I don't know that Pokemon. Naganadel, okay. Named after Glider's cat that passed from cancer, and Carly Rae Chapman. Love that. And Dean Carly Rae Chapman. I love that one. Carly Rae Jepsen comes up every year for me in my community because it's a very great reference.
Maybe you should call her. Maybe.
Hey, it's not a holiday till somebody cries. All right.
I don't know that many songs from Carly Rae Jepsen, so I'm gonna take a report.
No, that one of her songs that came out of nowhere was "It's Not Christmas Till Somebody Cries," and as somebody who that is very true in my family. Somebody starts crying on a holiday, and then it is that holiday.
If I L-piece that, hold on, wait, I'm doing this all wrong. What if I L-piece the Cloyster? I could potentially Z-piece the Arcanine Marowak, and then independently catch the Pikachu, which I know where it is. Doing it.
Do it.
Right? I'm not mathing incorrectly. We're at 120 out of 151. Okay, that's an L and an I. Okay, that's a bit messy. Not bad, though. We can work with it.
I mean,
that would be the B-drill, then.
You could burn the L. I'm really struggling to see. Yeah, B-drill. L the B.
Oh, Rattata could be the I, but I'm going to keep it simpler. We know where Rattata is. At least we still know it's here. Still trying to find if there's any rods. Like, I'm just doing some item checks to see if I can get fishing rods to get a couple of cheeky Pokemon. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Oh, dude, that's so late. That whole corner was in here. That's incredible. Wow. Well, literally unknown in the unknown dungeon. You'll love to see it.
In defense, this is one of the few areas that you hadn't explored and gotten information on.
Well, this would be the time in the run that if I'm like Panic and Skywalker, I need to find the Force in here. Like, this is where we have to go. Because the problem is, even though it says area unknown, it doesn't just mean only Pokemon with area unknown are in here. Are you kidding me? The whole corner is in here.
All of them.
No. Wow. But yeah, like it could be any Pokemon that we've seen outside too. So that's why it's like it's a risk. But you have no choice. I'm gonna go check the Mewtwo. Any guesses on it, real quick? Be a Dragonair. Be a Dragonair. I'll actually find some money in my bleeding wallet to donate.
Content Dragonair.
Content. This is actually a content Dragonair. Or be, oh my goodness, be the coughing. Be the sludge bucket I want you to be. Come on. Mewtwo, one time, baby. One time! Oh.
Oh.
You know, that's actually a Pokemon I need, though.
I love the... Oh.
I catch it for the eye, but no, I have the guaranteed eye, so I'm just gonna... Just reset out of that. Yeah, that Mewtwo Caterpie was quite amazing that one time. I actually main switched to a level 72 Butterfree and a late Nuzlocke, or a late Archipelago, just because. Okay, Beedrill was accessible. That's what it was. The main thing was accessible. How are we doing out there, chat? You good? Am I too excited for you? Am I keeping you awake? I apologize, but also we're just high energy here. High octane's the only way I'll play my randomizers and exist in life.
Sure.
I'm a very tame person outside of stream. Nobody knows this, but I'm actually like I'm an extroverted introvert. But on stream, I'm all in, and then after stream, if you got to know me outside of stream, I'm just very, very not. I guess I don't know how to say it. I'm much tamer. But I get hyped about randomizers not booting me. What's that?
Okay, I said having done APs with you, I can confirm. Not chiller, but you know,
much chiller.
I have the energy. Okay. Question, and I think only you can answer it.
Yes.
What do you think
7.
for time? How are we looking on time?
Oh, okay. So that's a dangerous question. I don't know. So the problem here with telling you about time, we have about 8 pieces to do this board perfectly. And I'm not going to know until I get those pieces. We at least have an hour. At least. I'm pretty... Unless... Okay, less than an hour. Maybe we have 50 minutes now. But even so, if we hit that 850 to do the game show, we'll have a little bit of time from that. I.O.? Yeah. Pretty good so far. Not guaranteed it's gonna be good, but I really can't give you an answer. I'm not messing around. I don't know what I could tell you for time. It's this wild, but I can guarantee you we will always be on time. And once I know that we're getting a lot more control, I can easily update everyone with time. For example, this is another 5-10 minutes potentially shaved off, or this Ponyta never shows up and it takes that time anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the curse of randomizer. On occasion, it's just... Well, yep, you get it.
I'm a nightmare for your randos. Anyways, 4-4. Ooh, rough. But I have information on every single Pokemon up there. That's rare, actually, having all that information in that top corner. Or just in general, like, in an entire corner. Very blessed with info. Not very blessed with good pieces. Chad, if you could quickly will into existence an I and an O piece after this, that would be greatly... Maybe IOJ... a Zed, and I find a random Lapras. That's a monkey. Yeah, I'm gonna need a couple of Zeds. Yeah, I'm gonna need a Zed. Yeah, I'm gonna need a few things here. Oh, Hypno. That's the other Pokemon I was looking for, I guess. That's easy. Sure. That's an S. Okay, the eye piece isn't a problem because we can still go across. The good thing is we have Pinsir and Tauros info, so we could J that, and we don't have to worry about the Seaking, Dodrio. You know, this is a Pokemon now.
Could you?
I did know I had Krabby info, right? I left Krabby on purpose because I knew there was info.
Yeah.
I'm not just... Okay.
Could you S-piece off the Venusaur?
No, because then I'll have a Seaking to worry about. Oh, I see what you're saying. I could. I can go catch the Mewtwo.
You'd like to have just a J-piece off of...
That's an L piece,
Tauros.
but yeah. I could, yeah. It's all the same. You're not actually wrong about that. Yeah, let's do that. Anyone go catch a Mewtwo?
Because then, at that point, you'd only be left with 5 things you don't have information on.
For the Marine. Can't believe that. That is the nightmare right there of having that corner. That is the worst way. It's like, what would be even worse is having 0 info in that corner. So we are in panicmonium, but also there's lots of rando, there's lots of time. My estimate's at 3:45, correct?
Correct.
So we've got lots of time. We know where the Clefairy is, so we can S that no problem. Pikachu, love the spirit. Thanks for showing up. Do that the next time I have to catch you independently. I have that written down. This is what the my writing's not very good, but this is what it looks like so far. Yeah, I'm here. I don't even remember where I got this notepad from, but it's got sure a heck of a lot of sponsors on it. But I'm not sponsored, it's just there. I think I stole this from work, honestly. Back when I worked at another, I don't remember, or my mom's work, something like that.
Who doesn't have a pad of paper from their office?
The pens, man.
So
many pens.
Out pens.
Like, you don't do it on purpose. You just happen to walk home with it. You're like, I guess I have a pen now.
You know Horsey. What? Do you have info on Horsey?
I do now. I would need that for an O after I S this.
When I worked at a restaurant, it was always, I protected one pen. It's my favorite pen. I protected it.
My favorite pen?
No, okay, alright, look, listen. I am very particular about my pens.
Okay.
So, it was the pen that I always knew worked. I could write super small, but legible, and when you're waiting tables, for me, that was key. I could use
that's fair.
I could use the same piece of paper for way more orders and save more paper that way.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, that's fair. That's fair. And it's eco-friendly. I appreciate that you're thinking about the environment.
Butterfree? No, wait, I'm sorry, I guessed the wrong point. We already knew we were butter.
The repel still helps because it keeps some of the Pokemon off us, but most of them down here are higher level. That's why we keep finding Pokemon.
Fair. While we're searching for these Pokemon or fighting the Mewtwo, I wanted to read something a little bit about the Girls Make Games, charity. So in 2014, Girls Make Games was founded in order to provide girls with space and resources to explore the world of gaming and help them pursue careers in game development. Girls Make Games has helped their alumni go on to graduate high school, college, and onto jobs in the gaming industry and wider STEAM fields. With help through your donations, the Girls Make Games Scholarship Fund will give women and girls the support they need to reach their fullest potential. So go check that out, !donate. Click the link in chat and you'll be able to go and make that donation right
We want
now.
that game show.
We are still working towards $8.50 for the game show, the unofficial Pokemon game show, and unofficial incentive, but we are also working towards official incentives and bid wars incentives such as My Friendly Neighbor, the Chipmunk Voices, as well as Jazzpunk Flavor Nexus DLC. That is coming up soon, so make sure to go donate towards those, as well as our bid war, which is Plants vs. Zombies, the zombie attire. Mustaches is in the lead, but not as much as it was, because Future Glasses is on the rise. Thanks. Just say it yourself. I just love saying that. My favorite thing to say right now. So yeah, go check those out and make sure that when you donate, you are selecting both a bid war and an incentive to make your money go just that little bit farther and make it all count. And it's all for such a great cause. All right. So what are we doing now?
We're looking for a fungus.
There is a fungus among us. Got it.
There's a fungus among us. Okay, we are actually at this is now the moment of truth. We need 4 pieces. We need an O, which we got. We need an L, and we need 2 Zs. If we do not get that, we're here for a while. If we do get that, I can tell you how much time we'll have left. But we also need information on a Grimer. I have Grimer info. What am I doing?
Can you tee off of the Arcanine while you have it?
I don't have Grimer info. Can I? I can, but Dragonair, again, I have to go find that Dratini.
Oh,
if I find the Dratini and I have the problem with the pieces, we'll talk about that. But yeah, like, basically, we can manage this, but we need an L and 2 Zs.
Got it. Sorry.
An L and 2 Zs
Again,
to be a perfect board.
My tracker is super small. I cannot actually see what is underneath the Arcanine. And you have already told me it's Dragonair.
It's Dragonair, yeah. That's also the one with the Marowak and the Execute, which we have no information.
There. I could have sworn we've seen a Marowak.
We have. We don't have Execute info. So that's why if I get a Z, that'd be ideal. If we get a T, I can work with it. I just gotta go find that Dratini again. Now, I did some of the quality of life stuff I put in here. We haven't seen Safari Zone in the sea, which is a bit unfortunate, because Safari Zone, I made a specific rule where you do normal fights in Safari Zone, so I can just throw Master Balls, because otherwise you have to try and catch them vanilla, which sucks, because they can run. But the other thing that I did was I tripled XP. And it doesn't actually change the run too much. It makes evolution strats a little bit better, but XP in this game is really tough because it doesn't scale up very much, and trying to switch train just doesn't work very well because you're going to be doing it on higher level Pokemon on average, and those higher level Pokemon like are probably just going to take your Pokemon out, and it really just takes a really long time for you to be able to level it up. So that's why you want to play around the best you can with looking at the evolution levels. Like that's the whole variance of this kind of run, right? That's the exciting variance about this run. So you can see that I've tried to put myself in the best position to where if these pieces do pop up, I am in an optimal spot for it, and if I'm not, I have the information nonetheless in order to make that happen. That's really the safest way that you can run the speed run, and that's how you can sort of conquer the chaos. This Parasect is not playing ball, but that's okay.
That Machoke just wants to hang out.
He really just wants to show me his muscle, and frankly, good for him. I don't know what it is. There's no genders in this game.
I choose it.
Okay. So game plan here. We may have to still go looking for items. We have a lot of places that we could go do fights to just try and squeeze out information. It's a 4 and 151 every Pokemon we see to try and find that bottom left. In the event that I do get pieces that don't work with my board, I can go catch the Independence because that will re-roll my pieces. So really, I have 2 mulligans right now.
Okay.
But that's it. That's all I have. It's 2 mulligans. We deal with what the RNG gives us, and then we just go from there. Where is this Parasect, though? It's here. It's just being picky. Pretty sure it's a last slot. This is probably a 10% slot. But I hope everybody has been enjoying this run. It's a bit it's chaos. That's what I do, and it's really fun to just be able to show something, I guess, a little more unique. Because, like I said, I took this idea, I adapted this idea from a couple of other Pokemon streamers and kind of made it my own. And to my knowledge, I'm the only one that really does this. So here we go. Ha! Okay. All right.
We're in.
We're in. Okie dokie. Where's the Tauros? Victory Road, 3rd floor. Let's go.
So the... Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Man,
I should also mention 2 hours and 40 minutes in, I can rotate these pieces any way I want. In case you didn't figure that out. I just realized I didn't tell people, yeah, you can rotate these pieces if you'd like.
Oh, by the way.
By the way, that's how the run works. Surprise. Alright. Find ourselves a bull. And then finds ourselves a dog. And then we hope to find a pile of sludge. It's Pokemon life.
True.
Wow, Moltres in Victory Road. How nice.
Thanks, Moltres.
Close to the level, too. Yes, I'm very glad to be here. I, on a personal note, I put a lot of effort into practicing this run to try and be the best that I can at it, because this is the first time of all, like, I've done TED Talks, I've done marathons of my own, I've been a part of other marathons hosting and everything like that. This is actually the first time I've been a bit worried about how I would do. I know you're not testing me for my speedrunning performance, and I'm going to receive a diploma off this run. I just wanted to do a good run for charity. And I'm glad that it is actually going well, and RNG is somewhat played nice. And now that I've jinxed it, we're gonna... Oh! I need that too! Sure, whatever. That works.
Pokemon is to you as Earthbound is to me. Got it.
Life finds a way, you know? Here we go! Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. There's two ways we could do this. Do I search for the Tatini in here? We have time. I'm going to. I think it was on this. I think it was on the second floor. I think it was here. I could cheat and say that I wrote it down and just look it up. I also just found it. That's cool. What level are you? It's okay. All right. That's our independent right there. And this doesn't count as a piece because we already caught one. Very, very good. We're going to go put that on our team. And then what we're going to do then is we're going to go catch the Pikachu, I think. For the T-piece.
I'm here for it.
Rare candies are one of the most powerful tools you can have at the end of your Tetris catch 'em all, or just in general, because if you can find Pokemon that can evolve off of one rare candy, you can do rapid pieces in succession in case you plan to race this in the future. By the way, racing this, absolute nightmare. It's beautiful. It is a run. Oh, I don't have Firestone. Dang it.
Can you buy it?
No, so because it's randomized as a key item, you cannot buy it, but they're permanent. Which, it makes them infinitely worse, because you can usually just buy them. But it's not
I didn't realize they were considered key items.
Yeah, if you put Stone Sanity on like I did, they are considered key items.
Aha! Okay.
Yes. Which is, I find it to be more fun because it just gives you more things to add towards, the Cerulean Cave.
No, fair. Like I said, I am familiar, and I do decently at Pokemon. Like I said, I've been working through old Pokemon. But I am by no means a Pokemon speedrunner.
I guess.
And especially not the Randomizer. I watch them and I'm like, I could not in a million years.
I mean, like, look at it this way. Oh, wrong Dragonite. Okay. The fun thing about Pokemon is, I say this especially for Gen 1, a lot of the speedrunning that I've noticed is micro-optimizations to save milliseconds, right? If you're going for PBs, it's all about saving bits and pieces of time. So, for example, using a Shake move versus a Blink move, which wasn't as applicable in this because I'm not doing as many fights. But just even using those moves that work half a second to a second faster can make your run go faster and make you clutch in a race, or for PB attempts. So, you know, the fun thing about Pokemon, anyone can learn Pokemon. It's an RPG in its own right. It's a very simple RPG, too. You don't have to get that much into the weeds of the numbers. Oh, get out of here, Cloyster. So, like, anybody can pick it up without any knowledge of a Monster Tamer RPG. And the beauty of it is the stuff that I've learned is, like, which way should I go up a route? Which trainer should I talk to get through a route faster so that I can double back without any type of movement items? It's really neat. And I think that's sort of that middle ground between me wanting a different experience every time and me wanting to learn techniques that improve that randomized experience every time. That's why I really like roguelikes and stuff like that, because you can optimize without the pressure of always saying, this run is on you if you miss a jump. I personally just like you know what, sometimes the run just slaps you in the face, and sometimes you accidentally trip, right? Like, it's it's relieving, and it's also a cool little self-reflection that you could do to be like for me when I play Nuzlocke, Randomizer Nuzlocke or roguelikes, stuff like that. I like to look back on a run and go, why did I win, or why did I lose, or where did I go wrong? What did I do great? Like, it just gives you that little bit of extra. Is it introspection the word?
Yeah.
It gives you that extra insight into just learning a game more, and I like that.
Yeah, I can understand that. One of my, like I said, core speedruns that I do is found, and a lot of it is RNG. Sometimes the game just goes, no, not today.
Yeah.
You're good. You have done all you could, but I'm going to be a problem today. And I kind of like those where you're able to go, well, it is the micro. What can I do to affect my speedrun? And that's what it sounds like Pokemon. It's like move, shake, kind of like those micro optimizations.
And every gen's different too, which is even more interesting, right? You can find a generation in Pokemon that suits the way you want to do it. Because like I said, with something like Tetris here, you can make this very specific. How many fire chickens are around here? Holy cow!
All of them is the answer.
Legendaries can't breed. I'm being lied to. But yeah, like you can find a game that's right for your style. If you like more of the modern mechanics, which I wouldn't blame you on, there are lots of great different challenges to do with it. Even if you didn't want to do a randomizer, you can find a lot of interesting speedruns.
Yeah.
So it's just such an open game. It's really fun. Or open franchise, series, whatever.
Series.
It's open.
Yeah.
Series. Thank you.
One of the games that I've thought about for Pokemon that I've thought about speedrunning, and I just haven't done it yet, is the Let's Go series. It's delightfully Gen 1, but it's also really not.
It gives you the modern experience of Gen 1 when it's not actually fully modern, which is interesting.
I'll put it this way, and I think we can kind of agree. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is the way we remember the game playing as we were kids. That's how it felt. Of like wandering through the grass and being able to like, oh my gosh, I ran into this Pokemon. It's now kind of just me and this other Pokemon. Like that when I first played Let's Go, that's how I like this is what I imagined Gen 1 as when I was a kid.
As we got in Legend Arceus too, which made it really cool too.
Yeah.
Give me my Legends pizza. But these Pokemon are not playing nice. I might actually go back to the Cerulean Cave and catch the Pikachu. That seems to be more common. Weirdly enough, never said that. Cerulean Cave is the better catching place.
That was.
Would you like to say the line?
Which line?
Don't worry about it. I'll say it. That's never happened before. I had a teleport Pokemon. Did you remember that? I remembered that after I clicked it. Oops.
You only hunting rare slots right now.
Oh, it's rarer than rare. We've got unknown slots.
They're super rare.
They're super rare.
So
Where's my... Oh, I don't have a surfer anymore.
Oh.
That's why I put away my surf Pokemon. You know how my dog was surfing?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gone now. We're gonna surf on my Dratini. The snake.
Not the funniest one you could have chose, I gotta be honest. But it works.
It's fast.
I like it. I'm waiting for the Pokemon generation where certain Pokemon surf faster than others. Just like in Let's Go, Arcanine runs faster than every other Pokemon.
Right.
I want it to surf fast. I want surfing Pokemon. Then we'll use Barraskewda.
But if you play Gen 8, you remember being chased by the Sharpedos. Like, did that not creep you out more than the...
No.
Than the Barraskewdas? No?
No.
The sharks chasing after you didn't freak you out.
No, because I could see them. My problem with
want to
Barraskewda
see them?
My problem with the Barraskewdas, alright, is I cannot see them under the water. So I encounter them. If I can see the sharks chasing me, I can run from the sharks.
If you could run away from that's very impressive, because they're very difficult to dodge. Very difficult to dodge.
It gives me...
They invested a lot in their speed stat.
Pikachu.
Okay, moment of truth. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Z-Piece. It could be a perfect board. We can perfect this run. We need to find one of those 4 Pokemon. So, this is my strategy. What time is it? 2:50?
2:50.
Okay. Alright. Perfect board in a marathon, but we still have to do the work for it. Okay. Alright. Where am I gonna find checks as well as items?
Have you done very many checks in Lavender Tower?
No, I have not. Actually, I'm gonna go there first before Hideout. Good call. There aren't a lot of fights in there, but I can see all of them in there.
And you've got no encounters, so statistically...
Yeah, they're smaller encounter slots.
Yeah.
Actually, can my rival? How many times have I fought my rival? He could have some evolutions. He could have Muck. Did he have Grimer? I didn't think of that. Oh, yeah, Marowak. Oh, whatever. We knew that. Do you guys remember when we fought Pokemon in a Pokemon game? It's been like an hour and a half since we've done a real fight. We fought that Gambler. That doesn't count.
There's Machop. We still believe in, what is it? What are we hoping to see?
Any of the 4 in the bottom left. We need a Coughing, we need a Lapras. Even if we can't find Grimer, not gonna have it, unfortunate. Ditto. So now we're basically looking for 4 basics. Because unless Grimer would have to be somewhere... If I can find Plant Key, I'll check all of the Voltorbs.
Okay.
Because they can be anything. We can check the Zapdos. The Articuno could very well be it. I can humor everybody after the run and see what it was. And I could probably humor myself, or humble myself, I suppose.
Venonat? Don't need that. That I can tell. Again, postage stamp size tracker.
Yeah. So I would say now, if people are wondering about time, this could end really, really quickly, because Krabby, Dragonair, like Vaporeon and Dragonair, no problem. So I would say the moment I find one of these 4 Pokemon, time will be in like a minute after that. I know that's not a great indicator, but time will go really fast because I just happen to have a godlike ending to this run.
Is there any wisdom in fighting the channelers?
They only have 1 or 2 Pokemon each.
Okay, fair enough.
If I was gonna fight trainers, I would go to Koga's Gym. A lot of them have a lot of Pokemon on them. I will do that if I do not find anything between Hideout or Lavender Tower in terms of items. They could be in Silphco. They all could be in Silphco. We're just gonna pretend they're not in Silphco. Because Silphco, I don't have to actually fight any trainers. I have to fight 1 trainer, my rival, or 2 trainers, my rival, and Giovanni. And that's not a lot of Pokemon that's gonna give you a variety, because we already know my rival's not gonna have any information for us.
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually have to swing around here, so I don't get caught by that Chandler down below. There were Pikachus in here.
Pikachu.
Hilarious.
I'll laugh if it's more common.
I mean, there's 3 Pokemon in here. It's quite possible it's a common. It's common. Okay. Maybe. We don't know. I've found the rare slot 3 times in a row. I'm like, I'm gonna find it. Came in, it was not.
Oh, and the
Lapras.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at this point, actually, that's not a half-bag call. In this... Oh, no, not the Super Rod! No, that's the tough one! That one has all of the complicated encounter slots. That's not good. Because it clusters the catches into different things. I'll have to actually look at a tracker to figure all of that out. But it is a consideration. But yeah, in this case, I'm still worried about hitting the Krabby, because if I roll into the wrong Pokemon, then I lose that Z piece, so I'd still not do it.
I do have the question of...
Yes?
Those 4 tiles that heal you.
Yep.
Am I absolutely tripping and forgetting that it does not actually restore power points? It
does. Unless it was changed in random. No, I'm pretty sure it restores.
So... Again, I was playing like a Fire Red, whatever. It didn't restore power points. Only full healed you. Didn't restore your power point.
Interesting.
Yeah. Imagine my surprise when I went into the next battle and was like, hey, you don't have any power points. I'm like, alright, neat. I walked over there. So, thanks. Yes. We're still.
If it's Cubone's mother, that would suck. Or that would give me info though, if it's Cubone's mother.
Yeah.
You can't catch Cubone's mother. You can't even run away from it. You have to defeat it and put it to rest. But I believe it does give you information on it. The only Pokemon, actually, funnily enough, if you get the SS ticket, you can get Snorlax info. I should check trades. I could check trades after this.
Can I ask?
Yes.
We had mentioned about seeing if you could pick it up from Professor Oak.
Oh yeah, true.
Is that something we can do? We can check. I'm like,
I can go talk to him.
Because I didn't know if that was something you could look at the Pokeball. Oh, that's or whatever. However it may be.
I believe he resets all of the statics. If he does, the run will be done in like 2 minutes. Depending on how cooperative Krabby is. What's the mother of Cubone today? Unfortunate.
Womp womp.
It looks sludgy, but it's not.
Yeah, fair.
At least it's a ground type.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So while you're doing trainer fights, I'm gonna read.
Yes.
I'm gonna read. So Complete-a-thon is a charity event dedicated to completionist speed runs. This includes 100% all collectibles, or even categories where you collect all of a few specific collectibles, such as all red berries, or all shrines, or all Pokemon, just to name a few. If you're interested in getting involved or finding out more, make sure to join our Discord and follow us on Twitter to get updates about future events. Okay, I seen that.
Well, don't get excited yet. We need the info. Let's see what it is. Come on.
All we had to do was just have me read a.
Yep.
Yes!
Okay. All right. We're done in like 3 minutes. Done. Let's go. It's go mode. Oh my god, a perfect board in a marathon. Oh, thank you.
I love our Backstreet Boys yes in unison. I was gonna say our NSYNC, but I was like, it'll be funnier if I say Backstreet Boys.
Alright. I don't remember where the Krabby is, but I know where I know we have access to every Pokemon. It's a perfect board. Hi, Mewtwo.
I forgot we didn't do any checks in this patch, did we?
Nope, we skipped this patch because you go over it. So Ty will be on the last Pokemon, which will be Krabby, so that'll be a good ending. Which means if you want to get that game show, you gotta do it now. Like, you have very little time to go do the game, but we have tons of time to do the game show. The game show doesn't take any longer than 4 or 5 minutes, depending on how many questions I get wrong. But we have tons of time under it. Like, I could stall for time. We can make it happen.
Get those donations in.
Yeah, get those donate. Now you're against the clock, because I'm the one in control of the clock. Or, well, I mean, the encounters are, but you know what I mean. Oh, Lapras. Oh my goodness, we're one Pokemon away from finishing. Okay. I'm so happy. A perfect board.
That's marathon luck.
So that basically tells me that I managed this board flawlessly because we weren't gonna know how well it was gonna be, but we got all of the information. We had that one scary section. We did every check right. We took everything into account. That's one.
Okay, where was Krabby again?
I don't remember, but I'm going to quickly use a rare candy here. How late did I get rare candies? No, it wasn't this late. Come on. If you dump something, you go back to the top of your inventory. There they are. Dratini becomes Dragonair. Alright, Krabby.
This is exciting, folks.
Could be a sub 3. No, it won't be a sub 3, but it's close to 3. I'm okay with that.
If you can get
I'm
it
alright with that.
second, I'd be...
No. I have to find it in the Pokedex. Krabby is... Yeah, okay, it's outside Pallet Town. Okay. That's like a 7 encounter slot. That's fine. 7? 6? How many are there?
Oh, never mind. Never mind. We had all that.
5. There are 5 Pokemon here.
Was that patch of grass the only place that Lapras was at?
Where? Lapras?
Yeah.
No, it was somewhere else.
Okay. We just were super unlucky in not seeing it.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I love about randomizers, especially when you've got...
Okay. Time's coming up. Okay, I don't actually know if I have enough space in my box, but time's coming up when it says it's caught. It's GG. Here it goes. Shakes once, shakes twice. Time.
GG. 3:30.
Oh my goodness.
3 hours and about 45 seconds or so. GG. That was really impressive.
And there you go. The Tetris Catch-em-all item randomizer championship logic. My best is a 229. Just to give you an idea on the variance on how far it can go.
That is awesome.
Man. Yeah, that board went a weird place, but it recovered with chat, Derek, you guys helped out a bit. That was thankful. I'm very thankful of that. No Super Rod. No Seafoam. I didn't have to finish Seafoam or Mansion or Safari Zone?
Yeah.
Wow, it still took 3 hours, though.
Okay, so, I'd be remiss. I'm putting back on the host hat. Where can people find you, and do you have any shout-outs?
I lost myself. Hold on, I'm trying to do something nice. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, I'm a full-time streamer. And on Twitch, twitch.tv/ProPokeNoob. I'd like to shout out my... Where's the name raider in this game? I thought it was here. Is it not? Oh, God. Yeah, I'd like to shout out my community for watching this and for helping me do this. Thank you to Xlink TV who made the Tetramino generator. This is the worst music to have this on, by the way. Let me find some cheerier music. Yeah, Xlink TV made the Tetramino tracker, and a lot of people in my community were influences for creating this and seeing this fleshed out. We came up with some rules and then some of the things that kind of make it not only more marathon safe, but more randomizer safe. So thank you to that. Thank you, Derek, for double duty today, being both the host and the commentator. I didn't even know he was hosting in this marathon. I'm like, hey, Derek, you're good on the mic, and I want to teach somebody Tetris. You free? He goes, yeah, sure. And then, they put him on the thing, and I go, oh, look at that. You're here. Cool. So thank you very much for covering when my mouth was open, puzzling in my mind. I want to thank Pokemon for existing. I have a similar story to a couple of other things that have been heard in this in this marathon. Pokemon has helped me through some of the toughest parts of my life. I rag on it a lot, but at the same time, Pokemon is one of my favorite series. It's whimsical, it's flexible, it delivers gen after gen. Talk about Gen 4, but whatever. And I am just grateful that I'm in a spot where I can showcase runs like this for people and just have fun with a game that people know about or people have played and is part of their childhood. So thank you, Complete-a-thon. Thank you, everybody who's here. I appreciate you. I appreciate Charity. I'm glad that we have wonderful... As a marathon host myself, I'm very glad that we were able to come together as a community and make this happen and just enjoy time together. So thank you for that. I know we're well ahead of time. I could still go do the game show. What are we at?
$805.
I could still go do it. Just to give us a little bit more time. Like, do they need me to get off, or do they need me to stall a bit? I can stall.
I don't know, but I do know that the name Raider is in Lavender Town, south of Mount Fuji's house. Yeah. I know you were looking for it, but there you go.
And where is it?
Yeah. Okay, there is no need to stall, so I will go ahead and also... This is my last hosting and commentary of this entire event. So, I'll go ahead and give some shout-outs now, and then we'll do some things. So, honestly, big shout-out to ProPokeNoob. First of all, I got to come and hang out, play some Pokemon, hang out, and get to have some fun. Shout-out to everybody who has been in chat. You guys are excellent. And Complete-a-thon as a whole for having me after having done Prevent-a-thon and things like that. And it being able to host is such an amazing honor to me that I love getting to do. I'd be remiss in saying big shout out to my lovely wife, who every event that I do takes our kiddos out of the house so that they can go and play and be loud and be kids while I am indoors doing commentary, doing hosting, doing running. She's amazing and is taking them out of the house to go do things so that I can be here with you all. So big shout outs to my lovely wife, whom I love very much, as well as big shout outs to my community. They have been really great in encouraging me to continue to work on speedruns. I know that sometimes watching speedruns every time, every day, is not always the most fun thing. But they've been super encouraging to keep pushing forward, to submit to marathons, go do hosting, to go do these things. And I am almost positive they're almost tired of me going, well, no, I have hosting, or I have commentary, or I have a marathon. The schedule in our Discord is looking tremendous, and I love getting to have it full. But yeah, I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/DerekGNC. And you can find more randomizers and speedruns of randomizers there. There is no need to stall, so I think we're ready to start transitioning into our next run.
I have one thing to say, though, before we go. People were asking about the Articuno. It was a Voltorb.
Okay.
A woman in Vermilion City was looking for Drowsy. Yeah, so this is what you could have gotten if you made it to 850. Alright. Yeah, we're good. Thank you very much, everybody, at Complete-a-thon. I'll be back, I guess, tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow hosting again, so thank you for having us. Enjoy the rest of the marathon. Get ready for all... There's other great Pokemon runs coming up as well. So, good luck to all of them, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Like I said, this has been the last time you will hear my lovely voice for Complete-a-thon 2024. That does mean you're getting a new host, the host of the most. It's Stump. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here and allowing me to be your previous host. But I will leave you in the most capable and competent of hands. Stump, take it away. The crowd, all yours.
Hello, speedrun fans. My name is Stump, and you're watching Complete-a-thon. Complete-a-thon is a charity event dedicated to completionist speedruns. This includes 100% all collectibles, or even categories where you collect all of a specific collectible, such as all red berries or all shrines, just to name a few. If you're interested in getting involved or finding out more, make sure to join our Discord and follow us on Twitter to get updates about future events. We're just setting up for our next run, which is going to be with Axe Battler, a Legend of Golden Axe 100%. We'll have that for you in just a few minutes here on Complete-a-thon. And taking a look at some incentives we have coming up in upcoming runs. The third run from now, which is going to be Osmore running Jazz Punk, has a incentive to also do the Flavor Nexus DLC. That is at a little bit over $35 of the $100 that it needs, and we have until the end of that run to make that happen, so may as well get your donation in now so you don't forget. And speaking of that, the reason we're here and where those donations are going is to Girls Make Games. Girls Make Games believes in providing every girl and woman with the opportunity to discover their potential and talents through gaming and game development. With your donations, you're able to contribute directly to the Girls Make Games Scholarship Fund that provides girls and women with the resources and opportunities to pursue careers in gaming through GMG's many programs such as their 2024 college scholarships, summer camp scholarships, and the new mentorship and internship programs launching later this year. Speaking of other things, other incentives, you can count your donations toward a little bit after the one I mentioned in Jazzpunk is one in my friendly neighborhood. The run after that Nerd Square is going to be running. That there, the incentive is to use chipmunk voices. That needs $125 and still needs 115 of those dollars. So get your donations in sometime in the next 3 runs if you want to hear that happen. If you're watching this event and you want to get involved in the next one, be on the lookout for news about No Holidays Allowed. This event is open to all kinds of speedruns and showcases that runners have to offer, not just glitchless runs. We're looking forward to showing off some amazing speedruns to watch as you bundle up by the campfire this winter. And if you are looking to donate, make sure to type !donate in chat to get the link to our Tiltify page where you can make a direct donation. We have amazing incentives and bid wars for you to choose from, so make sure to get those donations in to help them get met. And remember that Tiltify allows you to count the same donated dollars toward both incentives and bid wars, so twice as much impact. Let's take a look through the rest of today's schedule. We're finishing setting up Axe Battler, Legend of Golden Axe. We'll have that for you shortly, and then after that's going to be the King's Dungeon World 1 and 2 100% by Hapanwana, then Jazzpunk Special Agent by Osmorn, then My Friendly Neighborhood CEO % by Nerd Squared. Then Phasmophobia Small Maps 100% Professional Difficulty by Princess Shortcake and Mel Mel Mel. And finally today, Plants vs. Zombies All Minigames by Satan herself. Looking forward to seeing all those runs.